Hello everybody and welcome back. It's me, ChipZ, and as you can see we're picking up with another ChipZ Ahoy stream. And yeah, I'm 2 days away, a little over 2 days away from my Japan trip, so trying to make some headway here, if possible. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, we're just gonna start here tonight at chapter 1130 and see how far in we can get. But yeah, and I don't even want to like mince words. I don't want to wait too much. I just kind of want to get right into it. So we'll just check out who's chatting. Yo, what up, Streets? How you doing, my man? Good to see you again. Finally able to tune into it alive. Yep. Good to have you. Good to have you. At least while I'm driving. All right, dude. Yeah, just sit back and listen. This will be a fun, chill one, I think. And yeah, we're just gonna try to see if we can kind of marathon this shit. I'm pretty sure I just checked. The current, the manga is currently, I want to say, like at 1165. So I don't foresee that we'll be able to catch up all the way tonight. But I feel like if we maintain a good pace, we might be able to make some headway here. Obviously, this isn't just me reading. I'm doing like commentary. I'm talking about various topics. But yeah, you know, I definitely want to, you know, get through as much as we can. I want to be like, not necessarily caught up, but at least current by the time I land in Japan. So this might be the last One Piece stream I do between now and when I go on my trip. I think I fly out Tuesday morning. But yeah, just trying to get a few things done in between now and then. Been busy as hell, otherwise I would have started a little bit earlier. But yeah, like, you know, better late than never, right? So yeah, let's get fucking into this shit. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention. So for anyone who's, you know, kind of more into the gameplay side of the channel, essentially I have some stuff coming out. You might have noticed recently uploaded, for anyone who didn't see it, I uploaded the next part, part 6, I think, of my Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough where we're taking on Renala. I have more Shadow of the Erdtree stuff coming out. In fact, while I'm away, I'm going to be scheduling kind of like a, you know, I'm going to be putting like things on the schedule to come out like for when I'm gone. So even if I can't stream, you'll even have some old ChipZ Ahoy episodes from like kind of towards the end of Egghead Island that never made it from Twitch. I ended up live streaming that stuff on Twitch like probably like almost 2 years ago, at least a year ago. Definitely like at least a year and a half ago, probably longer. But that stuff never got ported over to YouTube, so that'll be uploaded, and you guys will see that coming out in the next 2 weeks. And then you'll also see some more Shadow of the Erdtree stuff. I'm going to try to put out some of my Clair Obscur gameplay during that time. I'm just kind of editing some thumbnails for that. And then, yeah, there's a new game that's coming out that it's honestly, this is like my most anticipated game of the year, probably like of the the 2025-2026 cycle. It's called Where Winds Meet. You guys might have heard of it. This shit looks so damn good. I am so excited for this game. So I haven't gotten to hop into it yet, and I kind of was debating whether I even wanted to before my trip, because obviously like I'm like, you know, getting obsessed with a new game as you're going to be gone for 2 weeks and won't be able to play it. Essentially, like, probably not the best idea. And I also, it's one of those games that has like a multiplayer component, so I was thinking like maybe I shouldn't play it on the channel, maybe I should kind of focus on kind of saving that for like me just hanging out with like friends and stuff. And I think I can kind of do both. So I do want to, I know there's like a pretty solid like main story campaign, but like this is a game that just looks like it's right up my alley. Like it's got like kind of a dynamic open world. It's got like kind of like martial, it's like out of China. It's got like this sort of like kind of like mythical Chinese like vibe to it. It's got like just a ton of different gameplay styles, a ton of different things you can do in combat, like a ton of like weapon variety, different like martial arts schools that you can like kind of join up with and learn the skills of and stuff. It just looks like massive and huge and like super interesting. And I hear even like the story and the side quests and a lot of the optional content is good. There's like other like kind of, there's sort of like a Red Dead Redemption style, like if you're fucking with NPCs, like people will like kind of like either back off from you or like maybe like introduce you into like the black market or something. Like there's all kinds of like dynamic aspects to this game. It looks sick as fuck. I'm really interested in, you know, at least doing a couple episodes on the channel, maybe even streaming it on the channel at some point. Though I will say for that one, unlike with Shadow of the Erdtree and Clair Obscur, I might not do a full playthrough on the channel. So it's just kind of like something I'm playing with, because this game in particular for me, like I kind of, something that's kind of helped me have like a better sort of, I guess, like YouTube, not work-life balance, but like YouTube and like kind of like content life balance. Because for a while I wasn't playing games outside of when I would stream them. And then I noticed that like not every game I really wanted to play sort of got the I don't know, it just didn't, it wasn't always the most like conducive to a playthrough. Essentially, like I ended up playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I uploaded a couple of my episodes, and those are like some of my lowest view, those have like the lowest views of any videos on my entire channel, like under 10 views. And so no one was interested, none of you guys were interested in watching that, and that's fair. That game is amazing though. It's like one of my favorite games of all time now. I fucking love that game. It totally, like, you know, like it got me back into like Metroidvanias. It's got like incredible combat, incredible traversal, but it just did not have the interest of my quote-unquote audience or whatever, and that's okay. You know, not everything I want to play is going to be something that appeals to you guys, and yeah, so it's just one of those things where we'll see what kind of hits with y'all and what doesn't. I think Where Winds Meet could end up being a good fit, but all at the same time, like, part of the thing I've had a little bit more fun with is kind of, I put games into categories. I put like essentially games into like, would this be good to share with like an audience of people, or like share my experience on YouTube? Would this be a good game to sort of play just on my own for like my own enjoyment? Usually that ends up being like sort of like roguelikes and Metroidvania stuff I can play on my Steam Deck, you know? And then, or like bullet hell type stuff. And then there's like games where it's like I'd probably want to like do like co-op with friends. So Where Winds Meet is kind of like in the middle. It's like I kind of like, I definitely want to co-op with friends, but like maybe I'll want to do like a main story playthrough on the channel first. So it's just kind of up in the air. I haven't quite decided yet. Still sort of sorting that out. But I'm pretty sure I'm at least gonna do a little bit of it on the channel. At least like, you know, uploading an episode or two of the playthrough, maybe streaming it at some point. But yeah, I think I will dabble at least a little bit. But at this point in time, unlike with Claire Obscure, which is going to get fully uploaded to the channel, and Shadow of the Earth Tree, which, you know, I know is like 2 years late at this point, but will all get uploaded. Like, look out for it. Essentially, like this one, I'm making no promises on. There are other games coming down the pipeline that I do want to put on the channel, including what's called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We got what's it called? Crimson Desert. I also want to do like Witcher 3, I want to do The Last of Us, I want to do potentially God of War, Bioshock. There's a whole bunch of stuff I got coming down the pipes. Yo, what up, Doji? How you doing, buddy? I know it's probably pretty late your time, but thanks for checking in, man. So yeah, without further ado, just wanted to kind of let you guys know what I have sort of in the pipeline. So keep your eye out for you know, more playthrough stuff, like I said, and potentially Where Winds Meet very soon as well. So got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, but you'll be seeing more of me, I promise. Anyway, let's get into these chapters of One Piece and see how far we can get it. I'm ready to go till like fucking midnight or something, at least till like 11 o'clock. So like, let's you know, like I'm ready, or at least till 10:30. Yeah, imagine, because I still have to get ready for Japan stuff. There's other things I want to do tonight as well. Like I have some other things I need to take care of, but I do want to make some real headway here. Like I'm gonna hunker down and like really try to get through as much as I can. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for bearing with me, you guys. You guys are the best. I appreciate everyone who showed up, and honestly, I've been super happy with like the reception and like kind of like the fact that you guys have been digging the streams and stuff. It seems like a lot of people have been checking them out, whether live or afterwards. So at least for me, like I'm obviously super small creator, but I'm trying to make more time for this, you know, and I want to continue making more time for it. You know, I'm on a good like thing right now. I've been very productive in the past, like I would say like 4 months. So like I'm kind of like finding my stride. I'm kind of getting my shit together, and that includes, you know, being a better, more consistent creator as well. So really appreciate you guys, you know, kind of bearing with me as I've sort of found my footing here. But we're barreling forward. I got like a ton of videos like that I literally just need to make thumbnails for. So expect stuff even when I'm away in Japan this upcoming week. You're still going to be seeing me and like a lot of videos coming out during that time. At least a few. Expect like 3 or 4. At least. I might try to do more than that though. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into this shit. Doji says, just came home from partying, it's like 2 a.m. Fuck yeah, bro. How was the party? Perfect time for One Piece. Yeah, dude, just relax, have yourself a nice time, and yeah, this should be pretty fun. Should be pretty low key and chill. All right, so let's get into it. Everything's looking good. Okay, chapter 1130, The Accursed Prince. Okay, so we got Yamato, Okiku, and Shinobu. And is that Kaido's club just like chilling there? And now there's like a... Oh, is this... Oh, dude, are we gonna get like a follow-up with like the fox? Like Kawamatsu's friend, the fox, the one who would like steal people's swords and stuff? That feels like... Because that guy never really got like a wrap-up. And that's the thing, is there was like a ton of shit, and this is why I have like my issues with Wano. There was a ton of shit that felt like it was getting built up that just kind of like did not get follow-up on, or got like completely anti-climaxed, like essentially like... You know, characters who had been like built up for a long time who like literally just get like beat off screen, and like characters who kind of have like a couple chapters dedicated to them, like the fox, you know, or Kawamatsu even, who just didn't get to do shit. So I guess this is a good opportunity to flesh this stuff out a little bit. So yeah, let's get into it. Oni Child Yamato, I imagine this is Foxy-chan, aka Gilgamesh guarding the bridge, right? Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine pilgrimage. Someone steals the katana while they sleep. And is this Zoro, the katana that Zoro used to have? I think that's what Yamato is trying to return to the shrine, right? Dude, I'm so excited to see the Inari Shrine in person, man. Dude, there's so many fucking things in Japan I've been like dying to see for so long, and it's like I've been so busy in the lead up to this trip that only like over the past week have I really been able to like properly start like kind of like planning what I'm going to be doing. I'm going with some people, so it's not like all going to be like just me deciding where we're going essentially, but I do have like a say in certain things, and I am getting there like a day or two early just to kind of explore a little bit on my own. So here's hoping I get to see some cool shit. I'm sure it'll be fun. Yeah. The touch grass arc continues for me, lads. Anyway, okay, so we're back on. Okay, so I'm using. So the last time last couple times I was reading, I wasn't sure if the cupboard was still around. So I was actually using a different source for my chapters. I was using Manga Fire, and Manga Fire like was okay, but there were definitely like some issues with like the like it would pull from like sources, like because clearly it was copying stuff from the cupboard and from I think another source as well. So I guess the cupboard might have changed their website, changed the website name. I think that might be why it was harder for me to find. But I do have the link, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading on the cupboard for now until something changes. Hopefully those guys stay out of trouble. TCB is the most prominent scanlation group. Yeah, and they have been for a while. Like honestly, when I came back to doing this, I was kind of surprised. Like, I wasn't surprised that like because I like looked up like okay like where do people read? I was like reading Reddit to be like all right, where are people reading One Piece these days? Because like every few years, like Shueisha or whoever is in charge of like Shonen Jump, like they do like a huge copyright takedown. They've like subpoenaed everyone, cease and desist. And all of the sites like have to either bend the knee or like change their business model essentially. I'm super impressed that TCB has been able to stay around for as long as they have. That's pretty impressive. So I just kind of assumed, because no one on Reddit was talking about them, so I kind of just assumed. And actually no, the links on Reddit that I found, there was a couple that mentioned TCB, but the links they provided I think maybe were to like their old site. So I feel like maybe they've changed domains over the years or something. So since I was last an active reader. Manga Fire also uses the official translation. Okay. I feel like Manga Fire, they use the official translation. Okay, I do remember them saying Zolo at one point. That makes a lot of sense. I'm like, Zolo, what the fuck? That was hilarious, bro. Let me just check. Doji, my audio sound okay? I'm just gonna check the audio. Yeah, okay, audio sounds good. I'm gonna get these headphones off. And yeah, let's get into the chapter. Okay, so we're back on the big ol' ship with Frankie, Robin, and the giant warrior pirates. Listen up, warriors. We're calling off the search. What? We ain't found squat after all this searching. Okay, so that's Frankie giving them marching orders. He's like, I love the way he's looking out. He's doing the fucking praise the sun meme and yelling orders at the Giants, being like, all right, stop searching. They're not here. Fuck you guys. But I'm sure it'll be fine. You can bet your ass they're alive. Thanks for looking, though. Okay, so this is the group. I was wondering, because like there were certain people we hadn't seen last chapter. It looks like the older members of the crew. So like Frankie looks fucking... Okay, this might be one of my favorite Frankie outfits ever, dude. He looks fucking badass in the fucking... what's that game, Evil West? Have you guys heard of that game? It's essentially like... you're basically like a... it's like a futuristic kind of like, you know, Western, like third-person, like, action shooter game. It looks sick, actually. I haven't gotten around to playing it, but... He kind of reminds me of like a character from Evil West, you know? He looks sick as fuck, and like the giant-ass chain around his neck, that, dude, fucking dripped out and draped up. Frankie looking badass, dude. I mean, Frankie, he's always pretty dripped out, but this is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Frankie, Robin, Jinbei, and Brooke. Sick, the adults of the crew. Mongerfire also uses the official translation. You sound good, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Alright, so you can bet your ass they're alive. You can bet your ass they're alive. Thanks for looking. Oh, he's talking like a fucking Texas Ranger. Okay. That's right. That's right. We'll just wait for them on Elbaf. They'll make their way there. Yeah, we've done all we can. Even my shark network is worn out. We appreciate your efforts. Okay, so he called on the sharks. I always forget that Jinbei could just like... He's basically Aquaman. He could just summon like a shit ton of sharks out of like nowhere, dude. That's pretty crazy. Like that's a pretty crazy like power up. But I guess it's cool. Yeah, it makes sense that he could do something like that. Jinbei's pretty overpowered. Like he's pretty OP. Like I think they're trying to make him kind of like I feel like Jinbei is kind of being portrayed like sort of on the same general like kind of playing field as like Zoro and Sanji. Like they're the wings, obviously, like they're his two, like his right and left hand. But like Jinbei is clearly like if there was a if the structure of Luffy's crew was like Kaido or Big Mom, like where they have like kind of like three like top commanders, like I feel like they're trying to kind of portray like Jinbei, Zoro, and Sanji as kind of like those three, as like the king, queen, and Jack of the crew, essentially. Except Jinbei didn't get to fight Jack, which I feel like could have been cool, because Jack is like a fishman and all that, but whatever. That's right, we'll just wait for them on Elbaf. They'll make their way there. Yeah, we've done all we can. Even my shark network is worn out. We appreciate your efforts. We're also out of food. Let's not starve ourselves to death. But I'm already bones, la ha ha. I see. I'm sure it'll be fine if their crew says so. It's decided. Set course for Elbaf, you slimy oafs. Okay, so they're kind of running behind schedule. And I feel like the fact that they don't have the giants there to, like, I mentioned this last time, the fact that they're not with their giant escorts, the giant warrior pirates, Dory, Brogy, Oimo, Kashi, and the gang, I feel like they're going to get into some shenanigans where, like, the people on Elbaf... Well, we know that the guy from last chapter, the guy with the skull mask, who's, like, the god, who's, like, the sun god, who was playing the sun god in the cool, like, deer helmet. We know that dude... we know that he is potentially a member of Hajruddin's crew. I think, yeah, no, he is a member of Hajruddin's crew. So maybe Hajruddin will be there and they'll run into him. But personally, I would kind of like it if they got into like some shenanigans when like people are like, who the fuck are these guys? Like they're just running around destroying shit. Like it'd be cool if they got into like some shit with like the local government. Like kind of almost like in Skypiea to some degree. Like I feel like that would be neat. I would be down to see some shenanigans and some kind of misunderstandings. You know, I'm definitely open to something like that happening. It's decided. Set course for Elbaf, you slimy oafs. Yeah! Let's toast our homecoming. Let's toast to our homecoming, as I assume what they meant to say. But boss, we're out of food and booze. It's huge! Check out this tree. It's got to be thousands of years old. Okay. Right? Okay, so... Shit, bro, where are they? It's not just that one. They're all so big. Oh, fuck. What the hell? So they're on like a mountain that's connected to a bridge. They're like, they just exited someone's like manor. They punched through a wall. Okay, so this last chapter, they punched through this wall. I guess this was the wall. It was like somebody's house. So they've busted a hole in somebody's house on the cat. Now they're out in the main world. The tree is massive. And there's a giant bridge that goes up to like what could be like either Yggdrasil or like a Jack and the Beanstalk reference, I would imagine. So pretty cool. I would guess Yggdrasil, but I feel like there could be some Jack and the Beanstalk type stuff too. So it seems like this, I wonder, like this place has to be massive because they were in a country, a Lego like land country, like a Roblox Minecraft country inside this guy's house. And that seemed like pretty vast to them at first, even though I guess it was just like smoke, like literal smoke and mirrors, right? But like, Elbaf must be fucking massive, right? Like, is Elbaf the biggest? I wonder, like, compared to like, so in my like estimations, besides like the Red Line, the two biggest like land masses that we've ever seen in One Piece, according to like my estimations, obviously like Oda could come out and totally say something that would contradict this, and I would just have to accept that. But based on like scale and presentation and sort of like kind of Oda, the way Oda has sort of like shown these locations in the story, I feel like the two biggest like land masses we've been to or seen at least, or like besides the Red Line, of course, and maybe, well, I don't know. I think this is probably bigger than Fishman Island, but like you have Alabasta, which I think is like the biggest one, and then you have what's it called? You have God damn it, God, I have no idea. Fuck. Oh yeah, Wano, right. Like, Wano has, like, all these different districts. It's got, like, an island off of the island. And obviously we know that if the world's tides hadn't rose, if the polar ice caps hadn't melted so much, that essentially there would be a lot more land, right? So, but it's interesting that, it makes me wonder, like, how big is Elbaf compared to those other land masses? I am gonna hazard a guess that, like, the fact that we saw a country inside a guy's, like, I don't know, his like fucking, his man cave or whatever. I feel like this is gonna be probably the biggest landmass we've been to, like, as part of like the main story so far, at least. So let's see what we find. It's not just that one. They're all so big. So yeah, they're seeing mountains and giant trees, like it's snowing, like, and then there's like a giant Yggdrasil type tree, and there's clouds, you know, above the clouds. It's not just that one. They're also big. It's freaking cold here. Is this a mountain? Look, there's a super long rope bridge. This place is so vast. It's making me dizzy. And then, giants are crossing the bridge. Hide. Oh shit, so they're hiding from giants, doing their fee-fi-fo-fum type thing. I don't get Hajrudin. Why'd he let that crackpot join the crew in the first place? Okay, so they're kind of lambasting the dude with the scarf, the sun god from last chapter. I forget his name, but apparently he's an interesting, eclectic, fucking crazy person who uses people as fucking toys in his little Lego set. And then, okay, so we got, I think we've seen these two characters in like Hajrudin's cover story, if I'm not mistaken. It's because he's a skilled navigator. Okay, so I guess he's a navigator, and that's why they fuck with him. And we got some great character designs, actually. I like her owl. I like her pigtail type thingies. And I like this round lad with the club. Looking cool. New Giant Pirates, Ship's Doctor, Gerd. New Giant Pirates, Cook, Goldberg. So I wonder if we're going to get some fights, some misunderstandings, or if these guys are going to be the escorts of the Straw Hats. Not like that. I would never say something like that. Okay. I can't stand him. They may call Loki the shame of Elbaf, but he deserves that title even more. Interesting. So she hates the dude who plays with like humans. And they call Loki, who we've heard of before, right? The shame of Elbaf. So I will say this. I've already mentioned this in previous streams. There's been a few things I've been like kind of spoiled to just via like osmosis and being on the internet, and like as someone who used to like follow One Piece and consume One Piece related content, essentially like like I'm aware of, I guess, like certain like, you just go on like Twitter and you see like a panel someone's posting and people like talking about a chapter that just came out, and I always try to like get that stuff out of my feed as quickly as possible and like not absorb any of the information. But occasionally it's like you see a face or you see a word and you're just like, or like you see a thumbnail and you're just like, ah, shit, like, okay, so there's little things in Elbaf or in the upcoming chapters I have kind of been spoiled to, so I'll try to make that known as, when it comes up, so like that way you guys aren't like blindsided. I know a lot of you are, enjoy this content as I, try to present it as like me, going into something fresh, something new without kind of a lot of like preconceived ideas. And generally I do. Like, it's not like I try to spoil myself for anything ahead of time, really. But in this case, there are like a few things that I just couldn't help but get spoiled to. So I will let you know when things come up that I've either heard about or seen. So it's not that much, but it's little things here and there. So I can't stand him. They may call Loki the shame of Elbaf, but he deserves that title even more. Roto probably wouldn't mind you calling him that, so Roto is his name. You sure of what you saw, Piper? His crow was carrying a small ship, right? Hoot, hoot. Okay. We're meant to arrest intruders, but Rudo keeps smuggling in intruders of his own. So they got picked up by his bird while everyone was asleep after partying. Get back, Luffy. But they look like nice people. Wait. We'll let Elder Ja Rule, okay. No, as soon as we find them. I think Ja Rule, it's funny because that's like a, fucking hip-hop artist name, but there's also, I'm pretty sure Ja Rule is like someone from Norse mythology as well, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's see. Did you guys hear that? They said Elbaf, we finally made it! Yes! I never thought I'd see such a giant babe, dude. Yeah, I know. Giant woman, Sanji. It's a whole new fetish for him. Hey, over here! Moron! Didn't you hear them? They're looking for intruders. So they heard him. And they just don't see him because of the snow and the how small they are. That's funny. Probably our imagination. Right. Roto, you there? Wow, it's shaking. It's so long. Okay, so they avoided contact. That's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted misunderstandings. I wanted crazy funny things to happen. We better hurry. We'll have nowhere to go if more come. So it looks like there's like wolves over here. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It looks like they're in the sky, just like off the bridge, right? Or maybe they're on the top of like a mountain peak or something. Okay, so Luffy looking badass in his fucking Elbaf outfit, standing on the bridge. And I understand why she was talking shit on that guy. Like, he does just like essentially like, he uses humans as toys and figures and dresses them up and undresses them and dresses them up when they're like conscious people, like even if they're unconscious. That's pretty fucked up. Dude's a Cosby for sure. Dude's a Jeffrey Epstein for sure. Okay, that's a bit too far. Definitely a Cosby though. This was made for giants. The gaps are too big. Yeah, so they're obviously kind of doing some Super Mario style hops in between the wooden planks on this thing. Keep going, Nami. I used to cross a rope bridge like this all the time. Okay, so that's Chopper talking, right? You get used to it. And Usopp in the corner just kind of like slowly like kind of inching his way along the side where it like actually connects via this like cool, like, it's interesting, this bridge is constructed of like vines. That's pretty neat. That's pretty interesting. I like that. This is just a trial to prove we're worthy warriors. Okay. The forest below is full of huge wolves. Yeah, I can see okay, interesting. So that's what that is. It looks weird. It looks like they're way closer than they should be. And they look fucking... It looks like Oda didn't finish drawing the backgrounds. Or whoever does his backgrounds didn't finish drawing the background for this. But whatever. It's all fine. Excuse me, guys. What's wrong, Luffy? You feel that? I'm getting goosebumps. I'm guessing he's feeling a strong spiritual pressure. Perhaps. We can't go see, right? Then you can't go either. All forests from now on are off limits. Okay, he's telling Zoro, like, stay put, bro. We don't need you getting lost. Honestly, that's a bro looking out for a bro right there. That's a true bruh, but like not bruh moment. That's a true bro moment for these dudes. Sick. I heard something back in the block country too. A roar. It's got to be coming from down there. Oh shit! So he wants to jump down and, dude, just straight up jumped off the fucking bridge. Straight up Leroy Jenkinsing like he always does. All right, Luffy. All right, you motherfucker. I'm going on ahead. What? He jumped off the bridge. That's crazy. Hey, Luffy. This is nothing to Usopp, the brave warrior, he says as he's like literally like his knees quaking, his arms shaking, trying to, I mean, I understand Usopp. Being up on a bridge like that is fucking scary as fuck. Adventure Piece is strong here. Dude, yeah. I that's the main reason I've been looking forward to Elbaf, is like I kind of been, and I've just been praying this whole time, like this has got to be some like true old-fashioned like straight up Skypiea style like adventure shit. Like this is, or like Thriller Bark. Those are like the two, in my opinion, the two most like notable adventure piece arcs, and like this is already kind of, you know, given that vibe. Like, this is giving, like, a Skypiea vibe, but, like, almost even more crazy. Like, that opening where they were in, like, you think they're in Elbaf and you think it's, like, this Roblox nation, and then they slowly, like, pan out and reveal, like, no, this is just, like, some guy's bedroom or some guy's, like, man cave. That was insane, dude. I don't know if you guys saw my reaction to the last set of chapters, dude. That fucking blew my mind. I was, like, literally like, dun, 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 dun. Like, my mind was fucking blown, bro. So yeah, I agree, Doji. So far, this is fucking peak, dude. I'm loving it. I'm going on ahead. What? Hey, Luffy. This is nothing to Usopp, the brave warrior. And that's the thing is, since we've already dealt with, like, the four emperors, and also, like, Vegapunk, like, the fact that this island, from my understanding, is, like, independent of the world government to some degree. Like, they used to have, I guess, like, some giants work for the world government, but generally speaking, I don't think it's, like, a world government-affiliated nation. And we've heard about, like, Loki, who's apparently, like, super duper strong, like, straight up, like, Big Mom was like, my alliance with Elbaf would have, like, made me, like, stronger than, like, literally all the other Yonko, would have, like, easily put me at the top. So, like, just that fact alone, that alliance is so, you know, was so feared, and it falling through was such a big loss to her, already shows, like, how like, Elbaf is just, like, a huge unknown. Like, even Wano we had heard more about than Elbaf, right? So, like, this is sick. This is awesome. I will say early Wano kind of had an adventure, kind of, like, unknown vibe as well. So, but, like, that's the great thing about an arc like this, is there's, like, we have all these ideas of what Elbaf could be, but at the end of the day, we really don't know that much. Like, we've only seen, like, we've only heard what other, like, characters from Elbaf, like other giants from Elbaf have talked about, and then Big Mom's flashback, which was, like, just in, like, a little village. So, like this arc is a huge blank, and I think that, like, is awesome. It's just, like, a canvas for the artist to, like, you know, paint whatever they want. And Oda doesn't feel, this is great because it doesn't feel like Oda's been, like, pigeonholed into doing a thing or living up to some sort of expectation. At least, because I also haven't been following, so maybe there was, like, announcements where he did, but, like, with Wano, I remember there was so much hype for Wano. Like, there was so much hype for Kaido, and I think that kind of worked at the detriment of that arc, because Oda had so many converging pieces on the board for that, and so much hype for it, that even though it lived up to it in some ways, it fell short of it in other ways as well. So, in that way, I think this is going to be, like, that's why I'm, like, beyond just, like, the amount of build-up and, like, the amount of, like intrigue, and the amount of, like, goodwill I have for, like, the idea of Elbaf, like, the aesthetic of Elbaf, like, I am just, like, so excited. That's why I was debating tonight whether I wanted to stream One Piece or start streaming Where Winds Meet, which is a game I've been, like, looking forward to for a super long time. I decided, like, you know what? We got to do One Piece, man. I'm going away in 2 days. I might not get to stream before I go to Japan, and then I'll be gone for until the end of November. So it's It had to be One Piece, man. It had to be One Piece. I gotta know what happens. All right, so let's get into it. Hey Luffy, this is nothing to Usopp the brave warrior. Where are you going? The wolves are down there. So obviously that's what he wants. They're like, fuck, we just lost our captain. It says, what? We attacked Egghead, so they're reading the newspaper. Okay. According to the morning paper. Why would they lie like that? Oh shit, so Dory and Brogy got updated bounties. About damn time. Like, their bounties were stuck at 100 million berries each for so long. Like, it's kind of insane that it was that low. Even back then. I guess you could argue, like, inflation or whatever. Just, I guess the One Piece world has inflation. That's like, honestly, them having such low bounties is either a case for, like, Oda not planning, obviously, that how insane and inflated bounties would become in the New World, but it could also be, you know, a sign of essentially, like the way you could write it off within the narrative is, like, inflation, guys. So, but, I mean, that's fine. It's too small to make out. I'll read it aloud. The giant warrior pirates have awoken after a century-long absence. They set Egghead ablaze with Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. Oh shit. The captains of this legendary crew, Brogy and the Red, and this is obviously the homie Morgan's penning this awesome tale. The captain of this legendary crew, Brogy, the Red Ogre, and Dory, the Blue Ogre, have received new bounties of 1.8 billion berries apiece. I mean, honestly, fair. So they're almost at 2 billion each, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, that's pretty wild, because they used to be 1 million. So the fact that they're 1.8 billion berries apiece is wild. I mean, they did go toe-to-toe with the fucking Gorosei. Like, they were blocking them, they were cutting them up. That's pretty tough. Like, obviously they're not, like, quite like, you know, Big Mom or, like, Kaido level, but, like, and they haven't done as much damage as those guys did, but, like, they're fucking strong. Like they destroyed Kid's ship, these two. So, like, that's pretty... Also, are we going to see Kid? Is the damned one Jika going to rise from the sea and become the Pirate King at last? One can only hope. One can only hope that Kid will make an appearance. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. The fact that I didn't even know if we would get, like, an Elbaf arc in the way that we're getting it. So the fact that we are kind of makes me think, like, Kid will be involved, right? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's dead. Maybe him and his crew are dead. $1.8 billion? They changed our bounties. $1.8 billion? We didn't intend on making a comeback. Your bounties used to be only 100 million. That's quite a jump. I mean, yeah, that's probably the biggest jump besides maybe, like, Crocodile himself. King T, what's up, buddy? In Little Garden, Dory and Brogy casually destroyed an island eater. I know, so yes, I do know. And the cool thing is they used the Elbaf spear, which is what, like, became one of Big Mom's signature moves, right? And it was cool when Big Mom copied it, and she could do it kind of like more than once. She could, like, rapid fire that attack. That attack destroyed their weapons, you know? Obviously, they did it against Kid as well. Is it Elbaf Spear or Ikaku Sovereignty? I forget which one. But, yeah, essentially, like, what's up with this guy's fucking chin? Sorry, it's just so distracting. This guy's chin here is fucking crazy. What the hell? I think this is our first time seeing this goofball. Like, it looks like it would be a beard, but it's just like a George Lucas style, like, mono neck. But anyway, 1.8 billion. We didn't intend on making a comeback. Your bounties used to be only 100 million. That's quite a jump. I mean, I guess inflation. I guess Robin's about to explain. Prices would have changed a great deal in the last 100 years. This amount seems reasonable for you captains. They're also blaming Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. What? They're always changing the narrative. They're always changing the narrative, says, dude, Frankie looks so fucking cool, man. And Lilith is still with them. Okay. Wow, so you guys killed me, huh? Okay. I do love that Vegapunk, like, the end of Egghead where we saw that Vegapunk, like, put all the satellites' bodies together because they'd all been, like, busted up in some fun way. And then, like, that was such a good way, because I love that, and then they, like, disconnected the cloud, like, the Punk Records area from, like, the overall Labo Stratum. That's so cool. That's, like, such a good way of making, like, a version of Vegapunk still, like, a player in the narrative, and, like, give them, like, an agency outside of being, like, just tagging along with the Straw Hats, you know? So, like, I think that's pretty rad. And I'm pretty excited to see like they're gonna come in when the final arc is happening and do some crazy shit. They're gonna play a big role, so that's really exciting. I'm really excited that they're still involved in some capacity. But yeah, let's see. Message retracted. What the fuck? Come on, Doji, stand on your shit. just joking, bro. It's cool. And then King T says, yeah, a lot of the fan base was mad that Dory and Brogy bounty are so high, but I've always thought they were strong there, just easily tricked like Luffy. LOL. Blackbeard bounty went from 0 to 2 billion. Wait, is that confirmed that Blackbeard's bounty went to 2 billion between like obviously when it was 0 when the series started, but then he became a Shichibukai because he beat Ace. So like if he didn't beat if he beat Ace but didn't accept a Shichibukai, or like didn't pursue a Shichibukai position, it probably would have been set to like 600, 700, 800 or something. Like it would have been, because Ace's was like 500, 550, right? I think 500. And then, but the thing is, Blackbeard also like killed a Yonko and like orchestrated like the war to like set and like almost destroyed Marineford, right? Like so. Like, it going from 0 to 2 billion isn't even, like, outside of the realm of, like, what would be understandable for, like, the crimes he committed. Like, he was straight up, like, like, almost destroyed their... Like, obviously, with, Whitebeard did a lot of damage before he got there. But, like, he definitely deserved the leap. These guys, I guess, like, they've always been strong. And, like, I don't think it's a huge deal. Like, because, like, it would always seemed weird to me. Because I remember reading Little Garden again and being like, wait, these, like, legendary warriors... like got like only have on a 100 berry bounty or 100 million berry bounty each, like, which is what Luffy like gets after he beats Crocodile. I'm like, I always thought that was weird. So I was like, if they're gonna come back into the narrative, of course, like they have to explain, because they were active like what, like 100 years ago or something. So they have to explain like what, like why that is. Like that's a kind of a big plot hole for Oda. So honestly, it just being inflation, that was always my headcanon, because like Oda definitely didn't know ahead of time that bounties would become so inflated. Like this is obviously like some cope by Oda, but at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal. Like he had to find a way to explain it. The explanation works for me. Like that's already like my headcanon of what I would believe if I was trying to like make One Piece work without kind of the meta of knowing how writing ongoing stories is actually like an evolving process. But yeah, Blackbeard bounty went from, okay. I think his bounty became 2 billion after the Payback War when he beat Marco and Whitebeard's crew again. Oh, okay. I mean, he had to have gotten a bounty after Marineford though. Honestly, like, yeah. Anyway, let's get back into it. Okay. Wow, you guys killed me, huh? Shut up. We fought tooth and nail to save you. When was this taken? The Wedge somehow always gets their scoop, even on Egghead. The Wedge? Oh, the World Economic Journal. Okay. Whoever took this picture probably got a handsome reward. Oh shit, it's Luffy and oh, wait, Luffy still has the X from Vivi's Island? What? Since when? What the fuck? Hey, when Luffy turns into that freedom form of his, does he normally get this mark on his arm? What the fuck? What? So they're actually like giving a meta reason for why he still has the Vivi mark? Not sure. He was hopping around too much for me to see. It seems off. His arm is blurry, but the mark is crystal clear. Why worry about it? It just seems familiar. I mean, Robin's saying it seems familiar. Yeah, and all these other people joined after what's it called? Not Elbaf. After oh god, Crocodile Arc, Alabasta. Right, so, but Robin joined at the end of Alabasta, so she might have actually seen this mark before they, like, scrubbed it off of their arms, right? So Straw Hat is officially a similar standing as Red Hair, right? Pretty crazy. Even that whippersnapper of ours, Hajrudin, is under your umbrella, I hear. Okay, cool. That rambunctious brat is the king's own kid, you know. Wait, what? Hajrudin is the king's own kid? We definitely did not know that. So I guess Hajrudin's going to play a big role this arc. That's wild, bro. So Hajrudin is the prince. I thought Loki was the prince. Is Loki, like, Hajrudin's big bro? And that's crazy, because I always understood, like, and I won't say exactly what I've been spoiled to, but I know from osmosis that Loki's supposed to be like mad strong, like Yonko level, to a Yonko level degree. Like he scales to Yonkos, right? That's what I'll just tell you guys up front. I've been spoiled to that, like that thing, that quote unquote. At least I think I saw something that kind of presented that as like he at one point either was a Yonko or used to fight Yonko or something, like was considered a Yonko. I don't know, before the current Yonko period or whatever. So I'll just be up front, been spoiled to that. So is he Hajridin's big brother? Because Hajridin got fucking one shot by Luffy in the Coliseum, and he used like gear fucking 2, bro. Like, I mean, I guess it's not that big a deal. Like, I'm not gonna get super nitty gritty on the power scaling. Like, I care less about that, more just about like what's going on in the narrative and like the themes and like, you know, the character dynamics and stuff like that, and the way the story progresses, and the lore, of course. But at the end of the day, it's a little weird. And I gotta point out when One Piece is a little weird and a little inconsistent, because, you know, that's what we do. You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm just pointing it out because it's stuff that sticks out to me. Like, I don't think Oda's gonna watch my streams and change One Piece. But for me, it's fun to discuss, just because I like analyzing media. I like, you know, I'm like an aspiring kind of like, you know, like writer and like kind of like, you know, artist myself. Like, I'm not like, you know, doing anything like creating a manga or anything right now at least. But you know, it's stuff that I think about. I think about like, how would I write this story if I were approaching it? And again, Oda's been writing this for like 25 plus years, right? So like, it's not entirely out of the realm of like, it's not unreasonable for things like this to happen. So not a big deal. Let's see. Funny how only the Straw Hats who don't know the X see this. I know, right? Actually, that must be intentional. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely intentional. Like we're building up to some sort of reveal. It's related to Vivi, right? It's a hint from from Vivi because she's with Wapol and Morgans. Oh shit. Okay. Well, okay. Just keep in mind, King T, I'm not caught up. So, like, I obviously know I mentioned the Loki stuff because I've been spoiled to that, but like, I'm just not caught up. I don't know if that's you kind of like stating a theory or if it's you stating a fact, but bear in mind, I'm just not caught up yet. So try to keep spoilers to a minimum. I kind of figured that might be the case, but let's just try to keep spoilers to a minimum, all right? Appreciate you, though. We still don't really know yet. We haven't seen him fight seriously yet, even now, and no, Hajridin is actually Loki's big brother. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, well, King T, we gotta cool it on, like, the details, spoilers like this. Like, please stop. Like, I appreciate you being here, I appreciate you commenting, but like, the story will explain this stuff. Like, I don't need you to explain it, okay? I appreciate you though, appreciate you. Not trying to shit on you, just like, being upfront, like, I don't want to be spoiled to shit. I want this all to be natural, like, and I'm gonna learn all this, so I'm just speculating as I read, because that's how I approach, like, reading these chapters, so, appreciate you though. And anyway, okay, let's get into this. Even that whippersnapper of ours, Hajridin, is under your umbrella, I hear. That rambunctious brat is the king's own kid, you know? Really? He wanted to come fetch you himself, but we had seniority. Besides, someone's gotta keep an eye out for trouble in Elbaf. Trouble? It started back while our captains were missing. Elbaf has another prince. When he was born, they called him the Accursed Prince. Oh shit, okay. Okay. The Accursed Prince. Okay, so this guy's telling the story. I really like the Giants' designs, except for the weird dude with like the gizzard chin. That guy was weird. I don't like George Lucas over here, but everyone else looks cool. He wanted to come fetch you himself, but we had seniority. Besides, someone's got to keep an eye out for trouble in Elbaf. Trouble, okay. So the pirates seem to serve Elbaf in some capacity. They seem to be loyal to the island in some capacity, which is understandable because we knew about like Mount Beard and Fallbeard or whatever. Those two like kind of legendary ancient boys. But yeah, he's devoted himself to darkness. When he was born, they called him the Accursed Prince. He's devoted himself to darkness, and a few years ago, he was sentenced to crucifixion. He tried to flee, but we warriors all came together to catch him. Okay, so the warriors had to join together to catch him. What? All the warriors of Elbaf? His name wouldn't happen to be... Yeah, he's not right in the head. You see... Okay, so Jinbei seems to know who this guy is, at the very least. I assume other people... I mean, Brook's been alive for like what, like 100 years, 80 years. He might know this guy because he's been around a long time. And I assume this guy's at least 100 years old, right? Because Dory and Brogy are like, what, 200? You see, there's a legendary devil fruit said to be passed down through the royal family. His desire to eat it was so great that he killed his own father, King Harold. That's why we won't let the accursed prince loose again. If Loki ever does escape, it'll be the end of everything. It'll be Ragnarok, baby. Let's go. So yeah, we're getting some Loki build-up. Hell yeah. He's the shame of Elbaf. Oh shit. Ah, what a cool character design. And Luffy is right there. Oh, dude, Luffy walking up on this dude. What? And that's a sick character design. That is a sick character design. Holy shit. And he's fucking tied up. He's got some sort of weapon on his back. Dude, what a cool character. So, okay, so I guess Hajrudin is kind of like the Thor. And, okay, I see what Oda's doing. I see what, okay, based on what you said, King T, I see what Oda's cooking here. He's got Hajrudin as like the Thor to this relationship, and Loki, the younger brother, is the Loki to this relationship. But yeah, that's interesting. So I wonder if Loki, like, we know he's interesting, and Luffy could sense something down below, so that's why he jumped. And he's got, dude, what a sick design, bro. Holy shit. Man's looking tough as hell. He's got cool fucking tattoos, a sick hat with the horns. Damn, bruh. And wasn't Loki a frost giant? So, like, having him be, like, in the snow, kind of like, and he's got his tongue sticking out, he's got the Doflamingo thing going on. State your name. I'm Luffy, the man who's gonna be king of the pirates. What a great panel this is. So cool. King? Where is this place? Who are you? Oh shit. This is Warland. Oh shit, we get the double tree. Oh my god. Okay, we get the double tree. Like, literally, it's literally the island of Elbaf is literally like basically the world in like Norse mythology, with like the tree on top, and then like kind of like the realm of the god, or the realm of the man on the bottom, realm of the gods on top, right? And then isn't there one below that's like kind of like Helheim? Am I getting that right? I need to brush up on my Norse mythology. There's a lot of like gaps in my knowledge. This is Warland, the mighty kingdom of Elbaf. So he jumped below. Oh, so this is where they started. They were on a bridge going up to like the gods level, and the giant fucking sword. Look at that shit, dude. This is sick. Dude, this is fucking cool. Holy, okay, sorry, I'm just kind of like taking it in right now. It's shaking again. Oh, fuck. This is Warland, the mighty kingdom of Elbaf. They say it is the birthplace of war. The birthplace of war. Shit. Wow, okay. Are we about to get some deep fucking lore? I feel like we might be about to get some deep fucking lore at some point. Potentially a poneglyph. There's got to be poneglyphs here. Come the fuck on. There's got to be poneglyphs. And the man marked by flame. I know that's been something that's come up a little bit, and we've presumed he might either have a road poneglyph or know where one is. But I feel like there's got to be a road fucking poneglyph on Elbaf. There's got to be one. Like, this has got to be it, man. We're in the final saga. This is the arc we've all been waiting for. This has got to be it, dude. Oh my god, but like, what a fucking great design. Oda is cooking hard with this one. Cooking with gas right now. I am the sun god who will bring about the end of the world. Loki, everything's gone crazy. The sun god who will bring about the end of the world. Interesting. So we got sun god Nika versus sun god Loki. Very cool. Chapter notes. Elbaf versus Elbaf. So different pronunciations, different spellings. And it's like Shilu versus Shiryu. So it's like, at one point in time, we didn't have the direct translations straight from Japan, like, because localization was just taking way longer. The process has been like simplified since then, like, thank God. But that's why we kind of have these like differences. And like, we also have like better translators, better scanlators. Back in the day, people would like get the chapter in like Japan, like, you know, scan it and upload it to sites where it would get like translated into like a different language, maybe like Korean or I don't know, like Portuguese or something, and then it would get translated into English based on like a third translation. So you get shit like that one chapter. I don't know if you guys are familiar, where it was like Tanji Hado Lawfulamingo and Bizaromi Bear for Doflamingo and Kuma, right? So I think this is kind of like speaking to that a little bit, which is interesting. Okay, gotta catch up on chat a little bit. Oda art in another level during Elbaf. Dude, yeah, I can already see that. Cringe how Elbaf is officially romanized with the PH, though. Yeah, no, I agree, bro. Like, Elbaf being, like, Fable backwards, I think is, like, way, way cooler. Honestly, I think that's some... Here's the thing. In my head, I still read it as Elbaf with an F. Because it makes way more... And to be honest, I get Laugh Tale, like, that, you kind of have to accept that because, like, presumably... that's talking about what's actually on the island. But I like that it was like Rafteru or whatever, Raftel, right? Like Raftel sounds fucking sick. Like Laughtale sounds less cool, but I think works narratively as like, oh, people just mispronounced this thing because he was speaking in Japanese, in Waponese, and like essentially, no one understood what he was saying, right? Because he was trying to say an English word, But like Elbaf being Fable backwards makes way more sense. I feel like this is some bullshit of like the translators who like localize the manga, like kind of doing the Zolo thing. Like they're making an editorial decision on the kanji or on the way this thing is spelled or whatever. And I could read this, but I'm just like kind of, letting you guys know what my thoughts are before I read it and get the full context. Essentially, like, I think this is an editorial decision probably made by like the Viz and like the main like translators in the United States, and the scanlators have just been like, this is like what it's going to be called in the manga or in the anime rather. Like we should just kind of stick to like what the primary translation is doing to not cause like additional confusion. That being said, I feel like this is like some kind of like a bit of a bullshit translation thing. I think if like these people cared less about like being like 100% like direct with the translation and we're focusing more on like the tone and like what is trying to be conveyed by Oda and not falling for his English bullshit, I do feel like this would be Elbaf with an F. But anyway, let's keep reading. Of course, this is so cool. I remember when this came out, Fantastic Week. Dude, I can't wait to like go back and like get to watch and like read and or watch and like kind of experience all like kind of like my favorite like One Piece creators like reacting to this shit. Like, dude, honestly, because like I could just imagine the fucking reaction to this and like, oh man, dude, it must have been sick. Okay, fuck. We have only so much time. I gotta keep reading. We gotta keep this train going. Gotta keep this thing moving. To be transparent, Elbaf was officially romanized for the first time in a Japanese source at the end of this chapter. Right. And that's the thing, is Oda is the one who penned this type, right? Like this is, I'm pretty sure is just in the chapter. Same with like Lev Ellie or whatever. It's like, no dude, it's fucking Reverie. I don't care that you can't figure out English, bro. Like Oda, this is what like localization is for, to like fix your English fuck ups, man. Like it's one of my, we love Oda, but we know that man is English is not his first language, and that's okay. I can't speak Japanese for shit, so it's not like we got to stick to our strengths, right? But this is why we have localization, and in this case we just have to like, this is what Oda put in there. Unfortunately, that's just kind of, we have to just deal with that. So whatever. Additionally, we don't view this as, it was officially romanized. However, we've chosen not to update our spelling from Elbaf at this time, as revising all our previous chapters would be a daunting task. Smart. Additionally, we don't view this as an urgent, plot-relevant change, unlike Raftel, right, becoming Laughtale. We also expect Elbaf to remain more popular, as PH is an unconventional choice here, and the fanbase has long associated Elbaf with Fable. It's important to note that this romanization wasn't from Oda's artwork. Oh, okay, my bad. Like the spelling on bounty posters, but is instead a graphic made during the Jump's lettering phase. Okay, gotcha. Such graphics have been inconsistent in the past. For example, names like Shiryu were later changed to Shiryu, and Reverie was once rendered as, like I was talking about, Lev Ellie. Furthermore, since Elbaf had no prior official romanization, it seems probable that the editorial staff simply deferred to the international partners' spelling. In conclusion, we see room for doubt and believe it would be premature to change our spelling without further consideration. Yeah, wait till the anime localizes it. I think that's probably the smart thing to do. Anyway, let's move on. Chapter 1131, Loki of the Realm of the Dead. Oh shit, we got the girl Speed. horse girl. Weird ass body. Because it just straight up looks like she's not wearing pants in this picture. What the fuck? If you didn't see the horse part, like, that would be so weird. And you also got that cool lion boy. I forget his name, too. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 18, Chasing the Katana Thief. Okay, we know who it is, right? We know it's the fox guy who can transform. All right. All right. Finally at Elbaf. Okay, so Luffy fucks with this guy. He likes him. I knew this was Elbaf. We've wanted to come here for ages. Everything's so big. You don't say. Good for you. Now, I wonder if Usopp knows yet. Say, is there any thing at the top of this tree? Okay, so he's tied to the bottom of the tree, the lower level. Right. Because in the last chapter we saw Hajrudin, or not Hajrudin's castle, but we saw like that one guy's like castle, like in the bridge that connected it to the top of the tree. Interesting. And then we saw the giants walking down from the top. So it looks like the crew is going to make it up there first. Luffy encounters the big boy, the big lad. I wonder if Usopp knows yet. Say, is there anything at the top of this tree? Hey. He's trying to get his attention. The strongest country in the world and birthplace of war, huh? For real? Yeah, I mean, it is the strongest country in the world. We've heard that as well. And that's why Big Mom wanted to ally with them so much. Being on Old Man Dory and Brogy's ship earlier was crazy. It's the first time I saw a bunch of giants in one place. So Luffy's just like spouting off. Luffy's just talking and Loki's like, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to have a conversation. This is a one-sided conversation. You're not listening to me, you fuckhead. Just shut up. It's the first time I saw a bunch of giants in one place. Hey, guess it would make sense that you guys would be the strongest. Hey, listen when I'm talking to you. Okay, so he barrels, he yells, grrr, and everyone hears it. Grrr, so everyone's like, so we got a bunch of wolves, we got bison. Very cool. I'm the sun god from all the legends we passed down on this island. And we did know ahead of time, and this is interesting because that guy upstairs in that room was also, acting as the sun god. It's clearly like a big part of like their mythology and their lore. And even, I think the first time we heard the term the sun god in like in the narrative of One Piece was in Big Mom's flashback back in Whole Cake Island. And that took place on Elbaf. And obviously, Mother Carmel was able to save everyone from the fires by making the little Prometheus and then saying the sun is what the sun god saved us this day. She kind of played it off as like a zealot, as a religious person, to scam them and to fool them and to traffic, kids and giants into bad situations. Mother Carmel's really fucked up. The more you think about it, the more fucked up it is. I'm the sun god from all the legends we passed down on this island. Don't speak unless I say so, human. Okay. Tell me, what do you think of my predicament? The accursed prince of Elbaf, Loki, special bounty, 2.6 billion. Okay. So I guess that makes, he's got a huge bounty. This guy is big and strong. He almost married Lola. Pretty crazy. How is this guy gonna fuck Lola? I know I shouldn't be thinking about the mechanics of sex of One Piece characters, because Big Mom, I think, literally had a Tontata husband at some point, and I guess hypothetically it makes sense, but I don't know. I guess Motion of the Ocean, but come on, dude. Come on, brother. That's crazy. Tell me, what do you think of my predicament? It looks like you got caught. How shrewd of you. Their intent wasn't to merely catch me, though. They wanted to sweep me under the rug. I've been praying for release ever since. Can you believe it's been 6 years? Okay, so he's been trapped down here for 6 years. And he's got a higher bounty than Dory and Brogy. So, and it took all the giants jumping him to catch him. 6 years? I'm the pride of Elbaf's immense strength. but these chains are made of sea stone. I can't unleash my power. Okay, so he's got a devil fruit. Is this the first time? Okay, so two things. Have we ever seen a giant with hockey? Or at least use hockey? I don't think so. Not yet. And two, have we ever seen a giant use a devil fruit? I think the answer to both is no. At least this far in the story. So far, all the giants we've met are just like strong guys. They're just fighters. Some are stronger than others, right? Like the strongest giants we've met so far before Loki would be Dorian Broggy. Like clearly they're the strongest. The biggest feat was like them like cutting that like giant fish, like just absolutely blowing through them with their swords, right? With their Elbaf spear, with their Ikaku sovereignty, right? That being said, the fact that this guy has a devil fruit power is pretty interesting. And that's the thing is, like, you would assume, because I remember at some point, it was stated in the story at some point that all vice admirals can use hockey. And we know that Saul was a vice admiral, so presumably he probably could as well, but maybe the exception is giants, just because they're so strong, they don't even fucking need hockey. They'll just fuck your shit up. They'll just throw you a million miles away. Like even Hajrudin, who got one shot by Luffy in the Colosseum, when Luffy got blown away by what's his name, by Fujitora's like gravity blast, like our boy just caught him. Hajrudin just caught him, and like Luffy couldn't escape. Obviously, it was kind of played for laughs, you know. I think Luffy's a lot stronger than Hajrudin. Hajrudin literally is like sworn allegiance to him, right? Which is pretty crazy. So that's crazy that like the Prince of the Giants has sworn allegiance to the Straw Hats. I mean, at this point, they're just collecting like rare Pokemon. You know, they got I mean, they're collecting allies like rare Pokemon, right? They have what's his name? They have Vegapunk. They have a Vegapunk with them. They have like Knight of the Sea, like a fucking Shichibukai with them. They have Bonnie, one of the worst generation, is hanging out with them now. They have Kuma, former warlord, hanging out with them. They have and they have Hajrudin, who's like Prince of the Giants, who's just already been a part of their crew, right? Or part of their extended group of people. I think the guy on the Blackbeard crew is a giant who ate a fruit to make him bigger. You're right about that. And that's the one thing I fucking hate about the Blackbeard crew. Is that Oda gave so many of them, like, derivative, stupid as fuck devil fruit powers. Giving a giant fruit so he can become more giant is fucking stupid as shit. Like, it's so dumb, bro. Like, what were you thinking? And then giving, like, Jesus Burgess, who was already, like, super strong, giving him, like, the muscle no me. Like, come on, bro. Unless he's gonna act like that guy from My Hero who could, like, make muscles out of, like, make his body, like, explode with muscles or something. Like, give him, like, powers on top of it. I think he just has, like, the strong fruit. It's so dumb. But then he's got other people like Blackbeard who's got cool powers. Ivaru Pizarro, who's got pretty sweet powers. Like, I think Ivaru Pizarro of the Blackbeard Pirates has the coolest power set. Like, of the people we've seen so far. Because he can just, like, become an island. I know it's very much like Pika. It seems like just, like, a scaled-up version of, like, of Pika's power. But with, like, a bigger drawback in that even if you attack... Because with Pika, you had to find his real body. But with Pizarro, if you attack, like... the parts that he's connected to, that will still hurt him, you know. So it's kind of it's like got more potential. It's like further reaching than someone like what's his name, Pika, but it's also like, you know, has more of a drawback. So kind of like Blackbeard in that like he has like a ton of power, but like he also takes more damage because of the dark fruit. It was funny the first time, to be honest. I mean, I never particularly thought... I mean, I found it funny and like, well, this is fucking stupid. You know, like, Oda, you fucking hack. What the fuck are you doing, bro? But like, whatever. I guess it's fine. I hope Oda is able to do something with... Because like, Burgess has to have a fight at some point, right? Yeah, I mean, you'd think he would. I don't know who it would be against, but... I feel like he's got to fight somebody at some point, and like, it just kind of sucks that he's got such a stupid power. I mean, the only way I could see them making it cool is if they pull like the muscle power, the muscle quirk thing from My Hero, where that guy can make like muscles on top of his muscles, and even that's like kind of lame. But at least in My Hero, they made it like look cool. It was visually interesting, right? That guy still got washed by like early series Deku though, so. 6 years, I'm the pride of Elbaf's immense strength, but these chains are made of sea stone. I can't unleash my power. I'm bound here in Warland to Treasure Tree Atom. Oh, this is Treasure Tree Atom, dude. Okay, we were speculating that. So this is Treasure Tree Atom. So this is what the Sunny is made of. Interesting. Interesting, dude. Okay. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. This is wild. Like, I'm loving this. This is I kind of guessed this a couple streams ago, but that's awesome. Okay, let's continue. So I have a proposal for you, Loppy. I kind of think these guys are alike. He called him Loppy, which is something Luffy would do, and Luffy's kind of just chilling on him. Luffy, you want to make a deal, Luffy? They seem kind of similar in some ways. You're a pirate, right? I want you to undo my chains by dawn. In return, I'll wipe out any pirate crew you want. I'll make sure to not leave a trace. Sounds good? Sounds good, right? The key is somewhere in the village. Nice. Okay, okay. I can't force you myself, but... I almost forgot to say. This is the realm of the dead, you see. Oh, okay, so we're in Helheim. Gotcha. Okay, I need to brush up on my Norse mythology, because I was getting a little bit like I know there's the two trees, like the top and the bottom. I love that they tied this to the Treasure Tree Atom. That's so smart. I almost forgot to say, this is the realm of the dead, you see, the lowest layer of Elbaf. It's a place no one dares to approach. Criminals and the condemned are dropped down here. Interesting. Okay, so this is like technically like for the outcasts of Elbaf. Even though like, did Big Mom live up top in like the main part on the tree? I feel like that doesn't make sense, right? I feel like she would have lived down here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like we didn't see too much of Elbaf in Big Mom's flashback. We just saw like a town. It seemed like a coastal town based on the fact that her parents just like dropped her off somewhere, right? But it's hard to say, right? Anyway, I almost forgot to say, this is the realm of the dead, you see, the lowest layer of Elbaf. It's a place no one dares to approach. Criminals and the condemned are dropped down here. It's a prison and an execution ground. Oh shit. If you dig up the snow around here, oh shit, so a big ol' abominable snowman comes out, you'll find the bones of countless humans and giants. Oh shit, he just crushes the tree. That's an awesome... Honestly, Oda's cooking. That was a really good panel. These things have lived on this, and then this one's just biting a fucking rock into pieces. These things have lived on this mountain for thousands of years. In our legends, they also call this the First World. Oh shit, the First World. Interesting. Okay. And this world of the dead belongs to the sun, you foolish human. Oh shit. This is a great panel of Luffy up against all these giant beasts. But like we know, Luffy spent like the time skip fighting guys like this, so he's gonna be fine. And even if these guys are a little stronger than that, because the conditions are harsher, he's gonna be all good, man. I do like this lore piece, the First World. I think that's really cool. This makes me. I need to brush up on my Norse mythology. I'll do that a little bit later, probably after the stream. And this world of the dead belongs to the sun, you foolish human. I don't know what brought you to this forsaken mountain, but you should watch your step around these beasts. They often come up here to see their master. It's because I befriended them when I was a kid. Oh shit, so he was like raised in the first world of the frost giants. Okay. Oh shit, and there's like also some like guys, some weird looking Elden Ring spooky guys down here mumbling with like swords and weird hoods and masks. Wow, this sure is nostalgic. Yeah, because he's like used to fight guys like this. Now if you cross me, these guys won't take that lightly. Luffy's just like, wow, this is great. Thanks for bringing some guys for me to fight, right? Anyway, the same fate is in store for any puny human who dares to defy Elbaf. Your only salvation from being devoured is to dress yourself in putrid-smelling clothes, to live and serve as a walking corpse. Oh, okay, so that's what the guys down there are doing. They've dressed themselves in that's an interesting detail. I kind of like that. They've dressed themselves in putrid clothes to live and serve as a walking corpse, and they have like the masks on. They have like swords because they have to fend off the beasts, but this way the beasts won't approach them. That's pretty interesting. Aww. To live and serve as a walking corpse. Master, that's a little harsh. Who is this guy? Is it okay if we let him get torn apart? Does he have anything good on him? So this, Loki's their master. Loki's their king. Also, we apologize for fainting earlier. None of us expected him to show up. That emperor, red-haired Shanks. Okay, so Shanks was here. Huh? Did you say what? So is Shanks on the island right the fuck now? Dude, are we about to get a Luffy-Shanks meetup? I mean, this would be the time to do it, right? Dude, oh my god, this is hype, bro. Dude, okay. That's hype as fuck. Huh? Did you say what? Shanks? And he's already made friends with all these guys. Yes, but this can't be. And he's just petting the dog, chilling with the gorilla, chilling with the bear. They all just love him. They all just love him. That's so funny. How can he have tamed the mountain beasts? What? Who the hell is this little guy? Shanks came here. You know him? Haha, and then they're both smiling. Did he come? We're talking about that coward of a pirate, right? Oh shit. So he's calling out Shanks, which means Luffy's not going to take kindly to people talking shit about his hero, his idol, well, not his mentor, but like his, the guy he looks up to, right? Of course not. Of course he's not going to. Did he come? We're talking about that coward of a pirate, right? Interesting. Coward. And then he immediately goes gear forth. And immediately, Loki, even though he's got his eyes covered, he just senses it, presumably with, observation hockey. Wah! And then he dodges at the last second, just moves his head out of the way. Yeah, Lord Loki! Wait, hold your horses, I was just kidding. Ugh. Interesting. So Luffy can go in and out of gear forth now, and we kind of saw this in the Kaido fight. Or even before the Kaido fight, like when him and Shanks and Kid took out that battleship, he went into gear forth, and then he immediately went out of it. So we're actually seeing this mechanic in action a lot more now, where he can go in and out of gear forth at will. That's really cool. I like that Oda actually took the time to show that in the paneling. Like he can go in and out of it without immediately losing steam, right? That's not something to joke about. Damn, he was willing to go fuck this guy up just because, and they're all like, holy shit, bro. But yeah, he was willing to fuck this dude up just because he badmouthed Shanks. Who the hell is this little guy? Oh, dude, this is awesome. Loki's design is so cool. He kind of reminds me of Django. But also, I'm trying to think of who else he reminds me of. It's a pretty great design. I really like what they're doing with this guy. Yeah, Lord Loki, wait, hold your horses. I was just kidding. Huh? That's not something to joke about. I can't even move right now. This guy, if he gets these shackles off, I'll give him a quick death. Huff, huff. I don't care if you can't move. Don't piss me off. Next time you say something like that, I'll bury you in that tree. Don't talk back to him, you fool. So, why did Shanks come all the way out here? No way was he just running an errand. Is he still on Elbaf? That's not something I can just tell you. Oh shit, so these guys are having a confrontation. And Luffy, in a rare instant, well, I mean, Luffy's a curious guy, but he's looking for information. This is good. This is an interesting interaction. I'm loving the dynamic at play here between Loki and Luffy. Really liking it so far. Because Loki obviously does not know what to expect from Luffy. He doesn't know that he's got the sun god powers, right? So it's he's like, I'm the sun god, and Luffy's like, okay, but Luffy doesn't even know that he's the one with the sun god power. So it's an interesting dynamic, Luffy meeting the person who's actually gonna bring about Ragnarok, in some capacity. But Loki's cool. I like Loki a lot so far. He's pretty sinister and cool. So they're gonna make a deal. So I think he's going to ask Luffy to free him in order to give him information about where Shanks is and how to find him. Interesting. Okay. Yeah! It's shaking like crazy now. We're gonna die! Okay, so they're still on the bridge. No way! Does that mean someone's coming? Someone's coming! I don't know who it is. Oh shit, it's this guy. Okay, and they haven't seen him without the mask on. He looks like he was just struck by lightning. Oh yeah, it was the guy, Nami struck him, right. It's gotta be that sun god guy without the mask. I knew it. Oh shit, okay. Looks like that woman and the big guy are chasing after him, and the one dude's just holding the Sunny. I mean, that's crazy that he can just pick the Sunny up like that. This guy is massive. I mean, this guy dwarfs Big Mom, because, like, Big Mom, like, straight up was able to stand on the Sunny, you know? Like, she was too big to probably go inside of it, but she was able to stand on it. That's crazy. I mean, this is crazy how big they are. It makes, like, guys like Queen, who is probably, like, the biggest character we've seen so far, look kind of, like, small, to be honest. Because even though Queen was bigger than Big Mom could still, like, throw him around, just like she could throw around a giant. But it feels like Oda's drawing the giants differently. It feels like he's really pronouncing, like, how big they are. And I guess, you know what, to be fair, I do remember Dory or Brogy, like, approaching the Going Merry, and it being, like, them being, like, you know, it went up to, like, their knees or, like, to their, like, waist or whatever, to their crotch area. So, like, it's not too surprising that he can lift it over his head. It still looks pretty big, all things considered. Yeah, that's what she said. Looks like that woman and the big guy, they've got the Sunny, too. The Sunny, this is unreal. They're just carrying it. Guess I've got no choice but to cut him up. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, Usopp's trying to be, like, judicious. He's trying to, you know, kind of be like, let's not attack. Like, these guys are giants. They could be our allies. Like, let's not get into a big fight. But me, as a guy who thrives on chaos, I want to see the big fight happen. That's all I want, man. They might know the masters. We have to think this through. Look, our goal isn't that much further. Okay, so they're continue to run. We've just got to book it full speed ahead. I bet there's a village or something up there. If they catch us, it's all over. Okay, so wait, we know on Elbaf there's coastal towns and stuff as well, because Kishida was approaching Elbaf and got, like, fucking blasted by Shanks and the giants, right? Like, he was approaching Elbaf. So, like, yeah, like, we know that there are coastal, like, towns and villages, so that's probably where Big Mom lived, on the coast. Which is interesting, because, like, it doesn't look like there's a coastline anymore. So I don't know if Oda is, like, retconning shit, or if we just haven't seen the coastline. But it does feel like when we're looking at the island as, like, these two trees, it did look like the bottom part was just super snowy, and that the top part was more fair weather, which seems like where, like, Shanks and the giants would be hanging out, is at the top part. But I don't know. Maybe Oda will explain it, maybe he won't. I hope he does. I hope Oda doesn't, like, overlook this, because otherwise it's inconsistent, and that just, like, even though it's not the biggest deal in the world, it just, like, wrinkles my brain in a way I don't like, you know? Because my brain looks for that, like, kind of, you know, internal consistency, right? Okay. If they catch us, it's all over. Oh, sweet, we got Hajruddin. Warland, Realm of the Dead. Diga-ga-ga-ga. All right, I caught a moose. Hajruddin's looking great, honestly. He looks great, dude. I like his big old cape. I'm glad we made it in time. And they're hunting dinosaurs. That's cool as fuck. You can't find these in the upper forest. Oh, so they're actually down below. Nice. Fucking that moose looks like a fucking dinosaur, bro. What the fuck? You can't. There's got to be, because we saw dinosaurs on Little Garden, and then also it seems like the animals here, there's, like, actual, like animals crossed with dinosaurs. That's crazy, dude. You can't find these in the upper forest. Their meat is to die for. I'm sure it'll please the Straw Hats. Okay, so you're looking out for the Straw Hats. Epic. Those weigh a ton, though. How are we gonna carry it? New giant pirate shipwright Stanson. Oh, I think we saw Stanson in one of the cover pages. I like his big Donkey Kong hammer, and he's looking like Fred Flintstone a little bit with, like, the polka dotted belt. So I like him. I like him. He's a good vibe. Heave ho! That's it. We got it. No one on Elbaf has to fear. The new giant pirates are here. And he's just singing. It's snowing, so there's no sunstone pine penders. Kanji is sunstone. I might be reading this slightly out of order. Kanji is sunstone, while kana is pinta? It could be painter. The closest Norse word is pinda, torture, compel, which is closely related to pinder in English, one who impounds animals. There's no sunstone pinders. Don't embarrass me. We'll manage this meat. We'll manage this meat is for our saviors. Nice. So he's catching this literally for Straw Hat. That's really cool. A refresher on Hajrudin. Nice. Okay. I like this graphic. I like that, like, you see Doflamingo controlling him, you know, even though that's not exactly what happened. It's cool to see it. It's still like a cool, like, visual. On Dressrosa in the New World, he got caught up in the schemes of former warlord Doflamingo. Okay. He was ultimately rescued from total erasure by the Straw Hat Pirates. He is now one of the 7 captains of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Yeah. We knew this, but this is for the normies who maybe didn't catch that or just forgot. The new giant pirates, self-proclaimed part of the Straw Hat Fleet, Captain Hajrudin, their crew is made up of 5 members. These upstarts are from the generation after Dorian Brokey. The new giant pirates. Nice. Cook, Goldberg, Ship Dr. Gerd, Shipwright Stanson, and Navigator Rodo. Okay. Interesting. The seas around Elbaf. How is it, Robinson? I have no experience cutting women's hair. I was nervous. My chest is beating like a drum, even though I don't have a heart. Yo, yo, skull joke. Okay, nice. So he's used to cutting his afro, but not women's hair. Is Brooke the ship barber now too? Man is wearing multiple hats. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Kya, you don't have a heart. That goes against science. It's super cute, Robin. That look really takes me back. Oh, nice. Did she... okay, so this might be something I saw I know at some point over the last 2 years, I saw like a panel, and I think we're about to see that panel. But if it is what I think it is, it's awesome. I'm so excited to see it. That look really takes me back. It really suits her. Good job, Brooke. It's perfect. We got old Robin back, dude. Old Robin. Classic Robin with the bangs, looking like she did pre-time skip, looking gorgeous, looking like a queen. This shit is fucking fire. Let's fucking go, Oda. Cook this shit. Cook it. Fuck yeah. Awesome, dude. Loving that, dude. Loving that. Hell yeah. Okay. Now we're in it, bro. This is some fucking nostalgic ass shit. This arc is just starting, and already it feels like it's bringing the nostalgia, but like in a way that like makes sense and isn't like pandering to us. This feels like a full circle moment. She's about to meet Saul. She wants to look good, not because like, you know, like because like he's like, you know, her friend, and like she's excited to see him, and she wants him to recognize her. Like, that's awesome. This is great. Fuck yeah. Panel, Oda. Thank you for this. Yo, you're welcome. Yo, you're welcome. I see. So your hair was like this back when you first met Saul. I'm sure he'll recognize it and be thrilled. Aw, cute. Aw, man, reunions always make me cry, Frankie. Our emotional lad. We love him. You had that style when you met us too, Robin. Aw, she looks so good, dude. I'm so glad we got classic Robin back, dude. I never in a million years would I have expected that, but I am so fucking happy. That is awesome. Land ho! The fog is clear and it's smooth sailing. It's huge. Even the island is a giant. Okay, so we're getting to like the coast. So the coast, there's clearly a coast, right? Like, and it's not all snowy. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is more understandable. Let's talk and have ourselves a good drink. Woo! Huff, huff, this is bad. It's Mr. Saul. He's fallen and he can't get up. Someone hit his life alert button. Someone call life alert. He's fallen and he can't get up. This has got to be a meme, TCB. Fuck you. I honestly love it. This reminds me of back in Zoe when there was that one. There was that one dude. It was the guy riding the alligator who was chasing like a little squirrely girly on Zoe, and he was straight up like, "Oh, just popping in before heading to bed to drop some support, my guy. Love you, Ishmael. Thank you for stopping by and showing your support. Good to see you, brother. Yo, I'm about to kick off Where Winds Meet. Like just came out yesterday, dude. Let's co-op in that shit, bro. You, me, and Chadwick Thundercock." Let's get that going sometime soon, okay? Like, oh, I'm going to Japan on Tuesday. I'm flying out Tuesday, but when I get back, let's make it happen, man. I would love to co-op with you sometime. So, hope you're doing well, bro. Good to see you. Okay. Holy shit. It's Better Call Saul. Have you fallen and you can't get up? I better call Saul. Has someone made that edit? Like the Better Call Saul edit for One Piece? Because if someone hasn't done that, I might do it just for the fucking meme, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. Next chapter, baby. Something happened to Saul. Oh shit. He fell and he can't get Life alert moment. Adventure in Elbaf. Okay. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 19, Udon Castle being rebuilt at the old prisoner mine. Okay, so, interesting. I guess I don't remember what happened to Udon Castle, but I guess it's being remade. I mean, we know Udon was where, like, the factories were, right? And that's where the prison was, but the prison wasn't the castle, it was just a prison. So, I don't know when it was torn down, but it's being built back up. Cool. Neat. Anyway, moving on. Blah! It's the great Eric. Oh, this is the guy we saw. These are the people we saw when Shanks was hanging out at the port, right? Before absolutely bodying Kid. Hilarious. Hilarious to see these guys again. Where's my boy Kid? Bring the boy back. We're at the fucking coast. He's got to be here somewhere. Bring Kid back. I don't care. Like, Killer coming back would be cool, but Killer already got, like, I mean, Kid's got a dope moment or two, but, like, man, is he just drowning? Is he just under the sea dead? Is he gone? Jack the Drought could survive being underwater. Why can't Kid, bro? Make him half fishman, man. I still think Kid is Shank's son. They're the only two characters with red hair. I'm fucking putting all my chips down on the damned one Jika rising from the sea. We're gonna get it, bros. We're gonna get it. You better believe it. It's the great Eric. A grand return. The giant warrior pirates are back. That's great. They were taking a while. Hey captains, you coming to the bar for a drink? Eldaf child, Colon. Oh, his name is Colon. Interesting. Oh, the great Eric is the name of the ship. And the ship kind of got fucked up now that I'm seeing it. Like, and we already kind of saw that, but I like that Oda paid attention to that detail and showed where, like, what's her name? The punk vice admiral chick, like, punched the boat. We see where, presumably, I think this was done by Saturn, right? He fucking stood on the end of it. I don't remember exactly. Nope. How come? So, are you coming to the bar for a drink? Nope. How come? Why'd they name him Colon? That's such an, like, your parents fucking hate you if they name you fucking Colon. It's like naming your daughter, it's like naming your kid, I don't know, like toilet paper or something. Come on, bro. How are you gonna do my boy like that? Oh, they're heading up straight away. Is that so? Well, if they got guests, that's probably for the best. Once they start drinking, they could be here for 3 days straight. If you're heading up to the Sun Realm, take this. Oh, the Sun Realm, interesting. Take this basket with you. Ripley's favorites are in there. Ripley's favorites. Okay, so Ripley was the guy who's fucking around with them, right? He's the one who has the horns. I packed some for your father, too. Wow, thanks. So, who's his dad? Who's his dad? Is his dad the bigger guy? The big rotund guy carrying the Sunny? Colon's name roughly translates to, like, steel or steel will or something. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. Why couldn't they just call him fucking Iron Boy? I don't know. Whatever. Never mind. I'm just fucking with you. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's like some fucking Celtic shit I just don't know about, you know. It's a dumb name. It's a bit silly, but whatever. We've gotten dumber names like Whoop Slap. You remember that guy? Back in Luffy's village, Whoop Slap, the mayor. He's got the dumbest fucking name in the entire series. Oda shot his wad early on that one. But I'm sure there's been stupider names since then too, but whatever. It's fun. I like that Oda doesn't take himself too seriously. It doesn't take his story like his characters' names too seriously. It's all good. He just became one of the 4 emperors. Oh, so you know that pirate that Dorian Brogy went to fetch? He just became one of the 4 emperors. The boss told me about him. Okay. Straw Hat Luffy, remember that name. Okay. The boss. So Shanks is the boss? The boss? Okay. We about to get a new boss up in this bish. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and his name is Straw Hat Loki. Okay, I'm off. Hey kid, let the captains know I'll be by later with drinking snacks for the banquet. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm off. I mean, this kid is cute. I do like his design. I like the design of the bartender as well. They're very unique. They're very distinct. I like them. Definitely gives me Vicky the Viking vibes. Now, I'm sure that's what Oda was going for. Hey kid, let the captains know I'll be by later with drinking snacks for the banquet. Got it. So they're having a banquet. Look, the great Eric, so they can see it too. Nice. Talk about a good fortune. We're just in time for a rainbow. Let's catch a ride. They can catch a ride on a rainbow. Okay, I'm sure this will be explained. A rainbow. Oh, dude, it's like, fuck, what's it called? It's the Norse mythology thing, right? Fuck. What is it called? I'm gonna look this one up, actually. Norse mythology rainbow. Norse mythology rainbow bridge. Right. The Bifrost. It's the Bifrost, because it bypasses the frost, right? Okay, no. I mean, that could be it, that could be not. But that makes a lot of sense. That's really smart. And we did see the rainbow, I think, either last chapter or the chapter before, when we got the big zoomed out view of Elbath. So that's pretty cool. Let's catch a ride. A rainbow? It's a gorgeous one, too. I wonder if it's raining on the other side. Very cool. Probably not. This is the first time I've been so close to a rainbow. Aw. I mean, yeah, have you ever seen the end of a rainbow? I have, a few times, actually. When I was in Switzerland, I saw, like, a crazy rainbow, dude. It was wild. It was cool, though. This is the first time I've been so close to a rainbow. It's so clear. Aw, Bonnie, so adorable. Are you supposed to be able to see rainbows from this angle? I mean, kinda. It does look weird, because it's just like it's like, you know, refracted light, essentially. Its mystique and beauty would be evident from any angle. That does not sound like Lilith's voice, but okay, whatever. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. You can draw them with a sunstone painter. With a sunstone painter, okay. So this is what they were talking about, a sunstone painter. You can create a rainbow. Draw? Are you saying that someone made that rainbow? Well, of course. You ready, bosses? We're almost at the base of the mountain. Okay, grab on tight. We're about to go vertical. Oh shit. Vertical, but how? Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, this feels great. This like totally reminds me of like the knock-up stream. This is awesome. We're going vertical up a rainbow to get to the upper level of fucking of this island, and we're getting like cool, unique mechanics to the island itself. That's awesome. That's some fucking shit that we haven't seen to this degree since what's it called? Skypiea. And that is so fucking cool. Loving it, dude. Loving it. Exactly what we want to see in this arc. Vertical, but how? Whoa, wait a minute. And yeah, they're writing it up, straight up knock-up stream shit, dude. That's awesome. And the only one on this crew who was there for that was Robin. Frankie wasn't even around for that. Whoa, what is this? We're going up. Oh, we forgot to explain. The village is at the top of this tree. That's why we're hitching our direct ride on this rainbow. We're holding off on partying till we get there. You're explaining the wrong bit. How is riding a rainbow even possible? What's the ship sailing on? A rainbow is nothing but a refraction of light through water droplets. Oh, I guess maybe it's water droplets? Gabba, what are you talking about? Rainbows are meant to be crossed. Are you for real? I love that. I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure Nami will find a way to explain it with science, but honestly, it's so cool. I don't even care if it gets like a proper explanation. I hope it does. Oda usually is really good about like explaining the mechanics of his world, so I'm hopeful that it will get an explanation. Oh shit! And you have a smaller ship next to them with Hajrudin and his boy. We're really riding it. Nice. That's what she said. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I didn't mean to be gross. My bad. Trying to make jokes. You're trying to be funny. You're trying to be entertaining. Occasionally you get a dud. So, my bad. Apologies for being a little silly. Gaba-ba-ba. This tailwind is perfect for rainbow sailing. Rainbow currents don't give any resistance, so even the lightest of rowing will carry you all the way. Nice. And they also, I love that they have holes in their ship for rows, right? For people to row the boats. I wonder if we'll see that at any point. Like, that's a very Viking thing. Like, everyone rowing in unison, someone with the drum. That's super cool. I love seeing that. Rainbow currents don't give any resistance, so even the lightest of rowing will carry you all the way. And then, Luffy and the others are gonna go nuts when they see this. I think I've already gone nuts myself. Yo! Ditto! And then, amazing, it's a 7-colored sea. That sparkling sound is so cute. The world is a never-ending chain of wonders. Aw. We'll deliver Binks. Oh, there's a... Got some Binks sake going. Oh, they know Binks sake too. Okay. Is it just Brook or is it the whole gang? I think I could see it being the whole gang, because Brook's probably about as old as some of these giants. I guess they're from the older generation, so he's probably... This is one of the very few situations where Brook is not the oldest person in the room. I just realized that. That's pretty funny. Hey, captains, do you have Straw Hat with you? If it isn't Hajrudin and Stanson, I was wondering whose ship that was. Oh, long time no see. And hey, Cyborg! Nice. So, Straw Hat and the others are going to catch up later. We hunted down a moose for him. Whoa, those are delicious. I want a bite. You guys can have some if there's leftovers. We got it, especially for the Straw Hats. Yeah. Have it your way. Interesting. Okay. The bridge between the realm of the dead and the realm of the sun. I was just thinking about this. So they were so that one lady was talking about this giant lady. I forget her name. She was talking about how that guy on their crew, who was like playing God, he was playing the sun god, he had the horns, he was kind of like, he put them all on the little Lego set. That guy's palace is below the sun realm or whatever. And it's in the realm of the dead. But interestingly enough, like kind of symbolically, I think it's neat, it's at the highest peak of the realm of the dead, and it has a bridge leading up to the top. So she was saying how this guy's like the, embodiment of like depravity and like kind of like evil, essentially, besides like Loki himself. And it's interesting that despite being like an evil guy who's like clearly been like, his home is like in the evil zone, like in the kind of like the realm of the dead, he still has access to the realm of the living, to the realm of the sun, because presumably he has services to offer them, and he's like an evil that can be kind of like reasoned with, kind of like Mayuri Kuretsuchi from Bleach, right? So that's really interesting. I really like what that says about that character. I wonder if he has like a Norse mythology like correlate, but obviously I would need to look into that. So it is cool though. It's an interesting like point of symbolism, so I like it. The Sunny. Hey, that's our ship. Oh, wait, so Luffy's back up here? Ah! You're Luffy-kun, right? So cute. Aw. Luffy always gets the big girls. Shirahoshi, now this girl. Sanji be so jealous. I love you, tiny humans. Oh, but don't take that the wrong way. I'm not like him. Yeah, very shaman-coded with the skull mask. Yeah, super. Oh, hey, Venture Lord. Hey, what's up, man? Or, lady. Don't presume to know. I think my audience at this point in time is mostly guys, from like statistics on YouTube, but yeah, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, very shaman code with the skull mask. I really like the design. I noticed that Loki and him both have the horns pointed like upwards. I think that, now I don't know if those are like Loki was born with those horns, or if like, and clearly the horns pertain to something related to like a prophecy, right? Like, and that's why the guy wears the horns as well, right? Like the sun god, clearly it's some like you know, like prophecy about like Ragnarok, like or Ragnarok correlation, and yeah, there's got to be yeah. You guys understand what I'm saying. Anyway. I love you, tiny humans. Oh, but don't take that the wrong way. I'm not like him. Just don't go lumping me in with that creep, Roto. Roto's the guy's name, Roto. Okay? I don't go around trapping humans in cages. I just want to be friends. Gerd, this isn't the time. I love that she's just obsessed with, like, humans, but, like, just, like, she, like, reveres them. I mean, I feel like she's probably also going to be a little problematic in that she sees them as dolls, but she's, like, but she also sees them as, I don't know, it looks like she's overcompensating. Like, she's trying really hard to explain, like, no, I don't see you as just, like, oh, fucking pets. Like, you know, I actually think you're, like, people, you know, I promise. And it's like, I guess she's also trying to, you know, put this forward because they were just kidnapped by her crewmate, right? Still, it's awful how he didn't give any of you a choice when he put you in there. Believe me, I wouldn't associate at all with that freak if I had a choice. So she really hates this dude, Rhoda, which is understandable. We're very sorry about all this. Oh, you're talking about that skull-faced guy? Say, just now you came from the realm of the dead, right? But what were you doing down there? Did you fall? What? Oh shit, so he made a deal with Loki, right. And Luffy's sweating. We don't see that very often. Luffy doesn't get like, it happens occasionally, but pretty rarely for him to be sweating bullets like this. Remember, our deal is a secret. Interesting, so they're really doing like the Norse kind of like Loki as a trickster character. And Luffy, interestingly, like gullible old Luffy is the one who has been tricked. This is interesting. So we don't know what deal he's made with Loki yet, but like we know Loki wants to be free, and yeah, this is really interesting direction Oda's taking here, giving Luffy a secret. Now Luffy sometimes has secrets, like he has like cards he plays close to his chest, right? Like we don't know his like full dream yet, and there's like other things that kind of we don't fully know about him, right? But at the end of the day, like, we do know most of what we, like, you know, like, Luffy isn't typically, like, the mystery of the arc. Sometimes he is, because he doesn't, like, have, like, thought bubbles. Like, he kind of, you know, he's a man of action. Oda didn't want to draw thought bubbles for him in order to make his actions speak louder, and, like, us not knowing, like, really what he's thinking, but kind of getting it through his actions and his, like, expressions, right? And his reactions to things. But it's interesting to have him have a secret that he's not, like, that is arc related, not just like longer overarching series related. That kind of gives him like something to hide from the others. That's pretty neat. That's pretty notable as well. Remember, our deal is a secret, so don't say a word about our meeting. Got it, Luffy? Interesting. You know, he's just lying. You're awfully sweaty, even though it's freezing out here. Anyway, I'm just glad you're okay. Okay. They're building up to something. Excuse me. Elbaf, from the realm of the sun god, 2nd level. There you are. It's time to come home, my precious live dolls. My precious live dolls. Ew. This guy's a fucking creep, dude. Yeah. Now let's get you locked up again. Oh, dude, he's got the tongue. Gross, bro. Get away. I don't like you coming at Nami with that big ol' face and tongue and gross looking vibe, you know? Get away, Cosby. We don't need you around. Now let's get you locked up again before the others catch on. Namitaso, Chotaso. How did he know their names if they were fucking asleep? Maybe from Hajrudin. Maybe he has that information from him. You two will be mine for life. Defufufu. I feel like he's about to get hit with like... What? Did Sanji just do that? You two will be mine for life. Defufufu. Party. Just smacks his head straight for... Wait, so what happened? So there's the tree. Did Zoro knock it down? I guess Zoro knocked it down, or maybe Sanji did. Seriously, even animals don't fall for bait that obvious. Nice. Zoro, Sanji, you guys always overdo it. So like Usopp trying to be the peacemaker, trying to be the man of reason, trying to kind of, work this out judiciously without actually like hurting anyone, if you can help it, without actually starting a war. Oh, you didn't even lift a finger. All right, let's check out this land of the giants already. This land of giants already. Okay. You damn beauty humans. He's here. And so are the other Straw Hats. That voice. It's Gerd, Tasso. She must be here to save me. Nope. Fucking smacked him with the back of her axe, and he smacked him, or the front of their axe, and or like just the side, I don't know, but smacked the fuck out of this guy. Yeah, right, Rhodey, you freaking weirdo. Okay, I'm glad they're like at least at least reprimanding him, like he deserves it. He's a fucking creep. Put him in jail. Lock this man up. Yeah, right, Rhodo, you freaking weirdo. Howee, wah! Wow, the lady giant. Of course, that's Sanji's first reaction. I guess it doesn't matter if we overdid it now. Yeah, hey, you guys, Luffy. They brought the Sunny, too. Greetings, Straw Hat crew. My name is Gerd, and this is Goldberg. Dude, Gerd is a mad cutie, but Goldberg is the real, the real sex appeal coming in here. My name is Gerd, and this is Goldberg. We're Hajrudin subordinates. Sorry you had to see our ugly side just now. We'll guide you properly from here on out. Oh, Gerd-chan will be my guiding star. Aw. Do you have any idea what we just went through? We'll make it up to you. Let's go, Usopp. Their village is on this level. Woo! I'm so ready for this. Nice. And obviously Chopper's coming along as well. They're just running ahead. Fuck yeah. Just ahead, straight out of the forest from here, and you'll see some clouds. Take a ride on them, and you'll be at the village. Nice. And they're just running on ahead as fast as they can. We'll be right behind you. And Zoro, Sanji, and Nami taking a ride with Gerd. On Gerd's titties? Is that what we're seeing right now? Are they straight up riding in the fucking nature's pocket? That's what it looks like. I feel like Sanji's about to do some fuck shit again. That could be a possibility. Sanji, please control yourself, my dude. Wow, islands, clouds. You sure if you're it's Sky Island, dude. You sure if you're wrong will fall. I wonder if this is actually made out of like the clouds that we saw on Sky Island. That would be interesting. Or if it's like this, it could be the same type of material. You sure if you're wrong will fall. She said we could ride them. Ah, on the giant warrior pirate ship. Okay, so they're still on the Bifrost. You'll be able to see it as soon as we clear these clouds. Oh, they're doing such a good job of building up to the reveal of like the nation of Elbaf, right? Like they're doing something, they have not revealed it yet. Like the land, they're doing such a good job of building up to this. I'm really liking how they're like kind of all going to arrive there at the same time from different angles. That's actually such a smart way of introducing. And I'm sure there's going to be like an awesome double page spread of this. I'm so excited to see it. You'll be able to see it as soon as we clear these clouds. I hope it lives up to what we're expecting, because like, okay, so they're explaining the Norse shit. The dead, the sun, and heaven, because there's an even higher level. Gotcha. Elbaf has 3 levels. Going from top to bottom, you have heaven, the realm of heaven, the sun, and the dead. Interesting. Okay, that's like literally how it works in Norse mythology. Awesome. We live where it shines, the realm of the sun. On that floor, there are many villages. It's so vast. The landscape stretches out as far as the eye can see. And that's our village there. Wow. Oh, shit. Oh, maybe this is where Big Mom spent her time, because it's got the same type of houses. Welcome to Elbaf. Wow, dude. Dude, it looks fucking awesome, man. So, and this is really cool to note, because like even if the tides rise and it sinks and covers hell, it won't cover the upper levels of Elbaf, the realm of the sun and heaven. Very interesting. Welcome to Elbaf. Whoa! Nice. It is a sight of such enormity that it stuns all visitors. Yeah. And it does look like Big Mom's, like you see even the rolling hills, like in Big Mom's. Wow, dude, I love that they maintained the, because like I remember seeing Elbaf and Big Mom's flashback, and then we got to Wano and Onigashima were pretty like out there, and Whole Cake Island was pretty out there too in terms of like kind of just the design of the island, like being like crazy, right? Being like so unique and interesting. In my head the whole time as we were like approaching Elbaf, because I knew it was coming after what's it called, after the last arc, Egghead, right? I knew it was coming, and I was like in my head I'm like, I don't know how they can like exceed the most recent islands we've been to in terms of like just cool visual design. Oda fucking cooked. He fucking did it, dude. He fucking went full Norse mythology, went full mythical shit, but still made it true to what we've seen of Elbaf so far. He's got the port town with the bar, which is where Shanks and the Giants were hanging out previously. They skipped it, they went on the Bifrost. It makes all the sense in the world with Norse mythology. Hopefully it gets explained in sort of like scientific terms by like Nami or someone else soon. But like, and then the town, it looks like the town Big Mom grew up in. It looks just like it. Like, this is perfect. Also, I forgot that, like, this is perfect. Oda brought it around. This is like a full circle moment. Oda, like this whole time I was like, oh, Oda's either gonna like ignore like the way things looked in the Big Mom flashback, or he's gonna like ignore the coastal town. He didn't ignore any of that shit. I was giving him not enough credit. This man is consistent as fuck. This is pure Goda. This is awesome. Fuck yeah. Elbaf looks so awesome, Venture Lord 32. I agree, Venture Lord 32. It does look awesome. I am into it, bro. And we haven't even seen all of it. Like, it's clearly like only this page, but like there's clearly so much more we're not seeing. And I love that they did a good job of making it look like a Viking village. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of How to Train Your Dragon, which takes place on kind of like in like this kind of like sea surrounded by like huge cliffs, and like the village looks just like this. Like it's Vikings, you know? And it's cool, man. Like it's got a great aesthetic. Like Oda is cooking with gas right now. This is awesome. Elbaf has been nothing but bangers so far. Let's see if we can get a few more chapters in. I think I can go until 11 o'clock. Welcome to Elbaf. Whoa! And this Luffy and Usopp seeing it, dude. Oh my god. I love that we get this awesome flashback, because they were the ones who looked up to Dorian Broggie the most and like wanted to see. It's a man's romance, dude. This is a man's romance coming back around in a beautiful full circle way. Hats off to you, Oda. Hats off to you, man. This is sick. This is amazing. Good shit. I can't wait to see more of this. It is a sight of such enormity that it stuns all visitors. And it's huge compared to them, too, because, like, they're down... Like, these are giants walking around. So think about how big this is to the Straw Hats. Like, this has got to be the biggest island we've been to, right? Like, in just terms of, like, mass. Like, land mass, right? Like, besides maybe... I don't know, like obviously the red line doesn't count because that covers the whole world, but then like, Wano is pretty big. I don't think it's this big. Like this is already giving like massive, just because like if you think about the scale, about how small the Straw Hats are, it's crazy. What's it fucking called? The only thing I can think would come close would maybe be Alabasta. But anyway. Most fail to find words that adequately describe its immense grandeur. And look at the seagulls and above the clouds. They're above the clouds. Dude, it honestly kind of reminds me of when I went to the Swiss Alps last year. Like, oh God, it's just incredible. Just so beautiful, man. Like, it's so great. I love this shit. I love it. You guys, someday I swear, I'm going to Elbaf. To the village of warriors. All right, Usopp, let's do it. Nice, dude. Beautiful. I'm glad that Usopp is crying, man, because this is his dream, man. This is what he's always wanted to see since Little Garden. This is a full circle Goda moment. I'm loving Sanji. Sorry, I just saw the Sanji panel of him just like chill, like resting, like so happily on what's her name's bosom. Also, wasn't she Gerd, she was Big Mom's friend growing up, right? Like she grew up in the same village, and like she was like a little kid at that time. And Hadrian was also a little kid at that time too. So I wonder if we'll get some Big Mom lore out of this. That would be cool because you guys know I'm a Big Mom stan. Like she's like one of my favorite One Piece characters. She is so fucking sick. So any more information we get on Rocks, the Rocks Pirates, that old school shit, Garp, Big Mom, the Roger Pirates, any of that shit, any of that old shit, give me that old school shit, Oda, but at your own pace. You know, you're cooking right now. Let's enjoy the adventure piece while we can. Amazing. Amazing. This is so good. They call it the Kingdom of Warland. It resides on the massive Isle of Elbaf. Wow. Wow. Amazing. And everyone is just stunned. Even Jinbei, a weathered guy who has seen the world over, been the world over, has never seen something like this. Incredible. Hence its more common moniker, Elbaf, the Land of Giants. The Kingdom of Warland, Elbaf, the Land of Giants. Fable, the Land of Giants. It really is a fable. It's beautiful. What? Oh, Straw Hat. Ah, Luffy. We've been looking everywhere for you. Did you guys just get here? Glad you made it. Everything worked out in the end. Elbaf, the Land of Giants. Oh my god. From the mighty trees to the gentle flowers, from sea to sky to land. Elbaf is the greatest. What? What the? Are they riding on a rainbow? Oh yeah, they just noticed that. Elbaf is the greatest. And they're of course doing the crazy, like the thing that when Frankie does the robot stuff, they're doing that here as well. He's making the sugar face, the face that knocked out Sugar. Especially Luffy. Looking extra silly. From the mighty trees to the gentle flowers, from sea to sky to land, all life on this particular island is so huge it takes one's breath away. To those who seek adventure, I concede it would be a great shame to turn away from this marvelous land. Wow. However, if nothing else, I implore you to keep this one piece of... Said the word! There it is. Keep this one piece. I will. I'll keep this one piece in my heart. One piece of advice in the back of your mind. Give us a go next. Okay, so we're in a forest. There's a bear. Should you venture out and arrive on Elbaf's vast and mysterious soil, heed my simple warning. If I could only write one thing, I wonder who the point of view person writing this would be, but I'm sure we'll find out. If I could only write one thing about this enticing nation, it would be this. Do not linger there for too long. Louis Arnott, explorer. Who is Louis Arnott, man? Oh, dude. Venture Lord says, Elbaf looks so awesome. It does, man. Did I already read that one? I might have already read that one. The start of a giant adventure. Next chapter. We're rolling right ahead, yo. I gotta see what comes next. This is crazy. Oh, it's this dude. And Speed got fucked up by his lion's fire breath. That sucks. Chapter 1133, Praise. Praise the sun, bros. We out here, we be praising. We be praising. I see you rolling, you praising. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 20. Hold'em is the guy's name, right? Attack. Hold'em attacks. Hand over all your belongings. I mean, Hold'em, you're up against, like, the daughter of Kaido, or the son of Kaido. You're gonna get fucked up, bro. Come on. 22 years ago, a distorted truth. What happened to Ohara? It still sends chills down my spine. What a tragedy. The civilian evacuation ship suddenly burst into flames. The mortifying screams I heard from that inferno. Is this Spandam's dad, Spandine, recounting it? So they're asking him, what happened to Ohara? It still sends chills down my spine. What a tragedy. The civilian evacuation ship suddenly burst into flames. The mortifying screams I heard from that inferno is something I'll never forget. I mean, you fucking ordered it, bro. Or you were, like, heavily involved. Fuck you. And Nico Robin was responsible. They blamed it on Nico Robin. Dude, fuck you, Spandine. You piece of garbage. This man is so fucked up. To think she sank all those warships, too. She's 8 years old, you fucking crazy freak. She's a devil masquerading as an 8-year-old. Fuck you. Literal evil racist propaganda bullshit. Fuck this asshole, man. We cannot let the world know the full details. This brutal incident would traumatize children everywhere. If you see her, just report it. Do not approach. Huh? That fugitive is on this island? I saw her. She had the eyes of a stone-cold killer. Fuck you. She has a scholarly intellect and lacks any trace of empathy. Literally eating scraps out of the garbage with a dog, dude. What the fuck? Look at that bounty. Let's shoot to kill. Don't hold back just because she looks young. And even pirates and bounty hunters were going after this 8-year-old. Dude, it's crazy that she was able to survive all this, dude. Robin's backstory is so fucked up, man. It's horrible. She has mysterious powers. Hurry and catch her. I can't sleep knowing she's out there. That's crazy. I wish she'd just die already. The Marines need to take her out. She's an enemy of the world. Aw. Huff, huff. Live, Robin! Aw. Listen carefully, Robin. Dude, we're getting the whole flashback again, basically. At least these very notable scenes. I wonder if these were redrawn or taken directly from the chapters that they were pulled from. Some of this stuff I think is new, but... or at least shot from a different angle. Like that Spandine shit was, I'm pretty sure, not in the OG, but maybe I'm just forgetting, to be honest. Listen carefully, Robin. You're all alone right now. But someday, without a doubt, you will find true friends. But Saul, I'm scared. I'm so scared of everyone. When things are unbearable, remember what I taught you. Laugh like this. Hey, what are you, Doreshishishishi? She leaves a trail of thefts and murder wherever she goes. I hear she uses her childlike appearance to lure poor souls in. Dude, fuck, dude. Propaganda sucks. Only to slit their throats as they sleep. Doreshi. And it just spreads like a wildfire. What's this? What? That's insane. That little shit should go snuff it. Snuff it? Snuff. That little shit should be snuffed out, probably. I sure hope she drops dead. Get lost, Doreshishisho. Even while she's crying and being persecuted by the whole world, she's still trying to laugh through the pain. Just like me, for real. I mean, obviously, I'm not carrying a burden like that, but laughing through the pain, it really does make a huge difference if you can do that. It really does. So, Robin is a strong woman. Present day. Huh? There's a port on this tree. Is this a sea? On clouds? Drop anchor! This is the Western Village port. And there's sea clouds, of course, like we've been on before. Welcome back, captains. Your lateness really had us worried. My brain is bugging out, but I don't have a brain. It's also out of this world. How majestic. I love Robin with her bangs, dude. And Frankie wearing the Robin hat, dude. Dude, you gotta give Robin that hat for when she meets Saul. She's gotta have the cowboy hat, bro. Ooh-ah! The others are here. Whoa, check it out. This is awesome. Wow, oh my, what's that? Oh shit. Oh, they're floating on clouds, dude. Sea clouds. That's Svaller. That's incredible. What a country. And I'm pretty sure Asgard in the like Norse mythology is also like on top of clouds or something, right? Like it's an elevated plane, right? That's incredible. What a country. It's a mist ship that moves using island clouds. It's a mist ship that moves using island. Sorry, I had to read that again because that sounds nuts. Geeko. The climate here on Elbaf is perfect for all this. Island and sea clouds, sabao bubbles, rainbows, and hovers. Look at all the technology they have coexisting here. Yeah, it's like a utopian society. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't want to go that far because they said don't stay there too long. So there could be some fuck shit. Straw Hat, Usoland, my comrades. I love when he calls him Usoland. Welcome to Elbaf. Robin, nice haircut. I figured you'd get one. You look like you've gotten well acquainted with Elbaf. Nice. Aw, this is cute. I love Nami and Robin acknowledging each other. That's cute, man. Long time no see, Hajrudin. I've been keeping up with your progress. An emperor already, huh? As expected of our big boss. Nice. Oh, and they strung this guy up on a fucking cross, dude. They strung Robo, I forget his name. An emperor already, huh? As expected of our big boss. I'll introduce everyone later, huh? I'll introduce everyone later, but... Aw. Sanji just loves her, man. And I get it, bro. But she's Hajridin's girl. You can't, or maybe she's this guy's girl. I don't know. Or maybe she's just a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, actually. I'll introduce everyone later, but us four make up the new giant pirates. We're your subordinates. Nice, dude. It's a pleasure. I told you I don't want subordinates. Well, it's our choice, Diga-gaga. Nice, okay. Even this insular nation was swept away with excitement. Was swept away with excitement when we heard about Big Mom's defeat in Wano. Big Mom? Linlin and I were friends once. Interesting. Even this insular nation was swept away with excitement when we heard about Big Mom's defeat in Wano, right? They have like Big Mom trauma from all the bullshit she pulled back then. Although it wasn't entirely her fault. She was just a kid with like a really strange biology, possibly experimented on by like the world government. Hard to know. I'm sure we'll find more out. I'm glad that they're bringing up the Big Mom stuff though, because I wanted them to. When we heard about Big Mom's defeat in Wano, Big Mom, and I know the island of Elbaf hates Big Mom. She caused like a huge fire here, right? Linlin and I were friends once, but she did something that the people of Elbaf consider unforgivable. And they don't know about this. Like, they don't know about the Big Mom backstory. Hey, Hajridin, save the chit-chat for after our toast. Nice. Okay. This guy's still strung up. That's so funny. Dude, they are so big compared to these guys. It's awesome. I love the scale of all this. It's pretty cool. Hey, Hajridin, save the chit-chat for... And I forget, Hajridin and his crew used to be part of Buggy's crew. I just remembered that. So yeah, it seems like a big loss. These guys are clearly like strong as fuck. Like he survived an attack from Nami's like Zeus attack and just like walked it off, dude. He's fucking tough. Hey, Hajridin, save the chit chat for after our toast. Food and drinks come first. We've prepared a mountain of it for you because they caught a dinosaur deer. Gababa, a mountain to scale with us. A mountain to scale with us, I hope. Let's head for the tavern. Okay, so the big tavern. Awesome. Yippee, food, I'm starving. I got so excited, I'm running low on energy too. Hey, Luffy. Oh, so is that Robin calling Luffy? Southwest of the Western Village. Okay, so there's... On the ship? I'm fine going alone, really. No way. I want to be there. Me too. It's a good excuse to sightsee. Agreed. So a bunch of people are going with Robin, but she kind of wants to see Saul alone, which is interesting. So this is later, after they had... Oh, this is after they had their party. So they had the feast, and then they went to see... Now they're going to see Saul? I'm fine going... Dude, are we about to see the Saul-Robin reunion? Oh my god, dude. So I talked about it in the past. I know a lot of people were annoyed about Saul surviving because, like, it's the classic, like, Oda doesn't kill anybody. And now it's like, the only time he does it in flashbacks, and now someone survived even in a flashback, like a mentor figure. But I think, honestly, Saul surviving, besides the meme of Better Call Saul being part of the the conversation, I just think it's, like, unequivocally, like it... The badness of Oda bringing a dead character back is like lessened by the fact that like Saul's inclusion in the story and the way it kind of carries over to like from the story of Ohara, I think it like does more good for the narrative than bad. And also like you can write it off as like him and Aokiji Kuzan were friends. Like you know, would he really kill his? Would he let Robin go? But kill his friend, and like we've never seen anyone die from being iced over, right? We just haven't seen it. Yeah, it would be like a bit much, I think, to like it's not that big a deal that he survived that. He's a big, strong giant. He's a vice admiral. Maybe he has hockey, maybe he doesn't. But like, it's not unheard of. Like people have survived being frozen over by Kuzan many times. And at the end of the day, he is, like Saul then like taking the information of Ahara, saving the books, bringing them, like carrying the spirit of Ahara over to Elbaf. Like, this is awesome. Like, it's good. The good way outdoes any sort of like negatives that could come from that, in my personal opinion, at least. That's how I feel. Thanks for guiding us, Gerd. It's no trouble. It's not far. Okay. So everyone's going to join her, I think, or just about everyone. Mr. Saul did say he wanted to show Robin Chan the library. So let's head down to the school. Thanks for guiding us, Gerd. It's no trouble. It's not far. It's no trouble. It's not far. Forget it. Forget it, Robin. As captain, I gotta greet someone who took care of one of my crewmates properly. Nice. What? Where did you pick up that idea? It's just the right thing to do. Based. Based Luffy being a captain. Love it. I want to see Luffy dab up Saul, dude. Better call Saul. Okay, sorry. I get it. I get it. We'll save that toast for after you fetch Saul. Okay, so they held off on toasting. They're going to get Saul and then toast. But we know 2 chapters ago, I think, Saul had fallen and he can't get up. So did he call life alert in time? Is he doing okay? Is he dead? Did someone fuck with him? I get it. We'll save that toast for after you fetch Saul. I'll prep that special mousse for you. Take your time. Oh, right, they have to prepare the mousse, of course. I can't wait to see the giant party in the hall. That's going to be sick. So even if you warriors study hard, Mr. Saul is primarily a history teacher, but he also teaches us about various books. Oh, so even you warriors study hard. Okay. Mr. Saul is primarily a history teacher because he's probably read. He can live for like hundreds of years. He's probably read all of like, and maybe with like a magnifying glass or something, or like a microscope, all of the books that were saved by Ohara, probably in some capacity, at least a lot of them. That's so crazy, dude. I can't, like, look at how beautiful everything is, bro. Look at the fucking landscape. Look how cool it is, man. Like, we're getting this like little like thing on a branch. Oh, dude. Oda, like some of your best work to date. This is awesome. This is Warrior Springs, and by the waterside is the Owl Library. Spring. It looks like it leads to a beach. That's right. It's a beach formed from broken off parts of the tree. Oh, interesting. Okay, that is interesting. Neat. There's no tide, but that waterfall at the source is always making waves. It's like a real sea. All right, let's go get him. We got to bring Saul back to the tavern. Hold it. This is Robin's reunion. Dude, I love that Robin is getting to have this moment. I mean, hopefully it won't be undercut by Saul falling and not being able to get up. But I feel like it will be. There's got to be some sort of anticlimax. Maybe not anticlimax, but like thing that like kind of... Like we expect it to go a certain way. I feel like it has to, at the end of the day, something has to give, right? Like things are going too good right now. Something bad has to happen. This is Robin's reunion. She does the, punch on Luffy. My heart's pounding. Huff, huff. This is bad. It's Mr. Saul. He's fallen and he can't get up. What? Seriously? We came just to see him. This is a reunion 22 years in the making. I forgot it's been 22 years, right? Robin was 8 and she's what, like 30 now? I guess 30. This is a reunion 22 years in the making. And he just collapsed? I'm a doctor. I'll examine him right away. Where is he? Get him all fixed up, Chopper. Everything's riding on you. Oh shit, lost my light here. All right. He's over there. He just fell all of a sudden. Oh, is this a funny thing that he does? Does he just fall asleep like that? So Robin notices him, exclamation point, ... Everyone else is like yelling and like, do something about it. And this, I like this person's design. It's cool design. Is it a girl? Looks like a woman. How silly. Hey, don't mock the sick. Oh, she knows he's just goofing off. It's fine. I'll go to him on my own. You can all stay here. But Robin-san. Robin! Yeah, it's Lady Giant. And to think I got all worked up over nothing. So her heart was pounding. And now she's not worked up. Oh, is he recreating? He's recreating the moment that they met, dude. That is so fucking cute. That is so fucking cute. He's got the cowboy hat. He's got the same outfit on. What the fuck? And she even has the bangs. I think she has a similar outfit to what she would wear as a kid. This is insane. Oda is fucking cooking, dude. Holy shit. Peak? Yeah, it is peak. Oh! He's just playing around. Oh my god, he's trying to make her laugh. ... And he's going to be able to show her, or she's going to be able to show him that what he said was true. You know, like live and, you know, laugh. And if you do so long enough, you'll find, it's like someday, even if the road is hard, you'll find friends who will never fucking leave you. Fucking base, dude. Like this is gonna be amazing. I'm sorry. I'm hyping myself up now. Okay, we just gotta get through this. Let's go. Dude, Saul, what a guy. Did I get you? Adorable, dude. Fucking adorable. He's basically like her father figure. This is so... I mean, they didn't actually get to spend that much time together, but, like, he loves her. This is so beautiful. Guess not. She looks the same. She looks like she did when she was younger. Robin. I know you're not a kid anymore. Dude, oh my god. Saul, what a fucking sweetheart, man. This just brings a fucking tear to my eye and a smile to my mouth, because, like, good God, I know you're not a kid anymore. Sorry, I wasn't sure how to break the ice after all this time. You still have that same funny laugh. And the thing is, maybe he was worried because the fact that she was on her own during that time when he was around and maybe could have found her and took care of her. But the thing is, she never would have been able to escape the Marines with Saul. That's the kind of flip side of this. Like, even if he could protect her, he would always be like a big, like, you know, it'd be like shooting up a flare saying, like, I'm right here, right? So, like, at the end of the day, it's probably best that he came to Elbaf. And at the end of the day, Robin found her people, despite how hard it was. You still have the same funny laugh. Yep, it's still ridiculous. This is so cute. Now let me get a good look at your face. Saul, former Navy Vice Admiral, Robin's savior. This is fucking so goddamn cute. You see, okay, I need to talk about this for a second. Because I remember when Oda brought, what's his name back? Sabo. And I remember being, like, pissed off. Because I feel like that was handled pretty poorly, honestly. Like, Sabo isn't a fine enough character now. Like, his inclusion in the story is, like, weird. Because, like, he kind of undercuts Ace's death by having, like, another brother who literally has the same powers and is, like, carrying his will forward. It's a little cringe. And the fact that he got amnesia for, like, what, 20 years or whatever, and, like, only recognized Ace, you know, didn't see any bounty posters for Ace or Luffy, didn't get his memory jogged in some other way. It was just like Ace's execution. That's when it's convoluted, it's fucking contrived, it's bullshit. It's one of Oda's worst writing decisions in the entirety of One Piece. It's some bullshit to me. Now, a lot of people predicted Sabo to still be alive, but that could have been introduced in a different way. And at the end of the day, I thought that was dumb. And I don't particularly like Sabo is interesting now that he's involved with the revolutionaries and like has this thing where he's being blamed for killing King Cobra. That's a neat wrinkle. Like, that gives him, like, something interesting to do in the present. But, like, and like him in the past, in Luffy's flashback, he's fine. But in a general sense, like, his reintroduction into the story was really bad. At least in my opinion. Saul's reintroduction in the story and everything that has come about it, I already explained to you just a few minutes ago how you could explain why he didn't go looking for Robin, right? Like, there's a legitimate reason why that would be a bad idea that anyone with a fucking functional brain in between their ears could, like, figure out, right? And I'm not trying to be, like, you know, pedantic or rude or you know, like, mean, or by saying that, like, if you didn't, like, put that together, whatever. But, like, to me, that was, like, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, why didn't he look for her? Like, is she going to be mad at him for not looking for her? Like, is there going to be resentment that she went through all that alone when she didn't have to? But to me, it works because, like I said, him being with her would have been a huge flare to the Navy. He was a wanted person as well for defecting and for destroying those battleships. Like, he had to get out of Dodge. Like, he had to disappear because they would have hunted him too, and then the knowledge would never have survived. He preserved the knowledge. He preserved, like, you know, he prioritized, like, he knew Robin would be okay. Like, despite how hard things were, he knew she would find people who loved her. And he really believed that she would. Now, he didn't know that, but he believed it. And he also is missing a leg. I just realized that, and he's got these scars. Probably from fighting Aokiji. Yeah, and he lost a leg to Aokiji. Interesting. But, like, it makes sense. Like, he's a notable former Navy soldier. If he had been with her, she never would have, like, been able to run, right? It was just... But, like, at the end of the day, clearly she's happy to see him, and I think it makes sense because she's just thought he was dead. She's just happy that he's not dead, and that's a beautiful thing. She's looking through all the bullshit, not getting mad, not like holding a grudge. She's just like, I love you. I'm so happy you're still alive and that I get to see you again. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You've grown as pretty as Olivia, excuse me. I don't know why they just didn't call her Olivia, but Olivia. You look just like her. What? Like Mother? I mean, yeah. Kind of does, just with black hair instead of white. We cannot give up on the future you will live in. You'll understand someday. Did you hear Vegapunk's broadcast, Robin? Wait, and you'll understand someday. You have kind eyes, just like her, because he helped Olivia escape. Did you hear Vegapunk's broadcast, Robin? So he heard it. We saw him. We did see him when they were panning to different people around the world. If I was there when it happened, I was there when it happened, so I couldn't hear much. But I read the coverage of it in the papers. I see. History is written by the victors. Those words were O'Hara's legacy. They were supposed to have been buried in history, left to vanish without anyone hearing, and yet the voices of the scholars of O'Hara were passed on. Vegapunk was a true scientist who refused to preach about right and wrong. But in the end, he still risked his life. He still risked his life to tell everyone, because he's all about knowledge. Knowledge. Yeah, he's about knowledge, man. And he's about knowledge and, you know, discovering the truth. O'Hara and Vegapunk took a huge leap of faith. In the end, he still risked his life to tell everyone. O'Hara and Vegapunk took a huge leap of faith. I'm sure their sacrifice will shape the future. Yeah, and yours too. And yours too. Does it hurt? Tap. Aw. She's touching his face. That's really sweet, man. This is heartwarming, dude. This is like bringing a fucking tear to my eye. Good lord. I don't think I've been like this, like, emotional about like a One Piece thing since like they said goodbye to Momonosuke and Kinemon back in Wano. That actually I think got me a little watery eyed. But this is making me verklempt, man. This is really sweet. It's so sweet to see this interaction and this long-awaited reunion. You know, Durishishi. Nah, I'm harder to kill than I thought. When I came to, I found myself drowning in the ocean. The ice must have melted in that inferno and swept me into the water. Or maybe Aokiji didn't freeze you over as much as he maybe wanted to. Or not as he wanted to, as much as you thought he would have, because he was, you know, showing mercy. Swept him into the water. It was a while later when I found out you survived, too. All those reports really ticked me off. They said such awful things about you. Aww. Robin. I don't think I've ever seen Robin so happy. This is so beautiful. Let's not focus on the dark stuff. Hey, Saul, aren't you going to praise me for being alive? Durishishi. Aw, he's giving her a hug, but he slammed her. Right, of course I am. A kid like you against the whole wide world. Oof. You did great staying alive, Robin. 22 long years. Thank you for being such a survivor. I'm so glad we were able to meet again after all this time. Aw, this is beautiful. And they're just watching the reunion from afar. Professor, Mom, Saul, why am I the one who has to live? I can't stand it. I want to die. I've missed you so much, Saul. Dude, oh my god. Sorry. I'm trying not to cry. Oh, dude. Oh my god. We haven't seen Robin cry like this since fucking, Impelled Down, dude. Not Impelled Down, what am I talking about? Fucking, oh god, fuck. What's it called? Any Slobby, right? Like, this is like uncharted territory, like, wow, she never, like, emotes to this degree. It's like, and she is more smiley these days, because he taught her to smile through the pain. Dude, I'm glad they're getting this time to, like, just have their own little reunion. And everyone's watching and they're all crying. Dude, that's so fucked. Oda, you're fucked for this. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Dude, when I saw Robin's face like this, I wasn't sure if she was going to cry about being alone and maybe being upset that Saul and her couldn't have been together during all this time, even if he knew she survived. I just like that she goes straight to, I missed you. And it's just like, absolutely weeping, dude. Holy fuck, man. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is probably the most emotional I've gotten on camera, probably. I mean, I've been playing Expedition 33, and that's definitely made me pretty emotional as well, but I think this got me even harder in the fucking feels, dude. That's crazy. And Luffy laughing. A tear for a reunion. Colors spread next issue. Guys, let's do one more chapter. I can do one more, I think. Wow. Actually, you know what? You know what? I think I'm going to call it here. It's not that I don't want to do another one. It's not that I don't have the energy, but I do have some things to do tonight. So I think that, and like the more I think about it, like this feels like a really good stopping point. Like if this was like the last chapter, like let's say Oda, God forbid, like obviously not trying to put anything out there in the universe, but like let's say Oda for whatever reason either couldn't write One Piece anymore, or like whatever. Like this chapter happening, this reunion happening, this emotion, like this fucking full circle moment, like we're dude, okay. I just need to express this before I stop the stream here, because like I really do need to kind of express why this is so meaningful to me as a like long time, a person who's been reading One Piece like 15 years possibly, like roughly, give or take, like maybe at least like 13. Dude, this, like, we are seeing characters we've been invested in. Like, Usopp last chapter finally got to Elbaf. Him and Luffy, their fucking dream. Usopp crying, seeing his dream, like, always wanted to go to Elbaf, like, wanting this adventure. And now Robin reuniting with Saul. Like, bruh. Okay, you know what? We gotta do one more chapter. I'm sorry, we gotta do one more. I'm too invested. I need to see if there's any lore drops next chapter. I know this is like a perfect stopping point. I might regret doing this, but we're going one more, and we're kind of have to speed through it. I need to stop by 11, but we're gonna try to not speed run it, but we are gonna read through it. Oh God, why is my internet slow right now? Come on, don't fuck with me. Is it my internet or is it just the website? I don't know. Oh, dude, awesome. Okay, this is sick. Frankie on a fucking... Dude, is Frankie gonna realize that it's Adamwood? Like, is that something... Like, maybe he already kind of gathered that, but that would be dope to see as well. Frankie's met Vegapunk. Usopp reunited with his heroes, the Giants. Dude, Elbaf is like the island of dreams. Everyone's dream is coming to fruition here, man. Like, Usopp reunites with the Giants. Frankie meets his hero Elbaf. Frankie meets his hero last arc, Vegapunk. You know, and now we're friends with Vegapunk. We're traveling with a Vegapunk. Usopp gets to reunite with his heroes and finally make it to Elbaf, bro. Like, God. Wow. And like, Robin reunites with Saul. And like, fuck, man. Like, what? Dude, I never thought we'd see the fucking day. We're getting wrap-ups to like long things that have been like built up for like 20 years. At least. Okay, well, not all of them, but like the Elbaf thing, it's like at least 20 years, right? And then like the Robin stuff, that's crazy. And even the Vegapunk thing, that's like, what, like 10, 15 years? Like this is incredible, man. We are living in a charmed, well, the world at large, we're living in difficult times, but I'm glad One Piece exists to help us get through these difficult times, man. But anyway, Old Man Saul, I heard you helped one of our fledglings back in the day. This is just Luffy acting cool for whatever reason. He's just acting like a hard badass. I mean, Luffy has become like more like manly and kind of like captainly as the series has progressed. So it's not like out of the realm of, it's not like too weird that he's acting captainly, but I like that he's like stepping forward as a captain and like really like kind of stepping up to the plate. This is fucking awesome. It's cool to see Luffy act like this. Old Man Saul, I heard you helped one of our fledglings back in the day. I really appreciate it. We're in your debt. Allow me to introduce myself. He's using Edo-era Yakuza talk. The upward palm gesture is an anarchic greeting. That's funny. Yakuza talk? Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. Who the heck taught you that routine? Nobody. This is Luffy. I know, the fella's world famous. But hey, looks like you found them after all, Robin. Aw, yeah, she did find them. The people who would never leave her. Oh, God. Yeah, just like you said, I actually found them. People willing to accept and protect someone like me. True friends, dude. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. You know we'd die for you. You betcha. Aww. That's so beautiful. They're all... And Jinbei and Zoro are just the stoic ones, but these guys are silly as fuck. This is a great panel. You betcha. Aw, and Luffy being funny with the heh you betcha as he kind of... That's cute. That's a cute dynamic. It's good to meet Robin's friends. Seriously, you've done great making it all the way to Elbaf. And sorry for spooking you earlier. Me and my assistant Ange were out here rehearsing that bit for a while. Okay, that's what that previous chapter was, huh? I used to be a Marine, so I know how impressive it is to be recognized as an emperor. Thank you so much for protecting Robin. Please keep it up. No problem. Nice. Hey Saul, it's me. Have we met? And how the heck are you flying? I'm Vegapunk, huh? You sure you want it now? Yeah, sorry for the trouble. Oh shit. Here, allow me. Oh shit, what's in the Vega box? You asked me to bring it from Egghead. What's inside it though? Inside? Why, it's one of me. Oh shit. Another Vegapunk? Yeah, but this clone's different from us satellites. It's a perfect copy. Whoa, okay, I mean, not surprising. Like we've seen cloning technology before, right? Like, the Germa use, like, kind of like cloning technology. So, yeah, and, like, being able to, lineage factor, right? That's something that I think Vegapunk discovered as part of Mads. So, yeah, that's cool. I used to visit this island 20 years ago. Stella couldn't exactly leave the lab for months at a time without those government dogs noticing. Now then, let's stop dilly-dallying and get to it. I've already added the cultivation fluid, but we won't be able to do a safe extraction until I make the necessary equipment. That's why I intend to build a new lab right here. Nice, okay. Lilith Lilith, will that make it possible for you to help Papa too? That's the plan, Bonnie. Nice. Okay, so Kuma, dude, yeah, we gotta bring, like, Kuma has to be, like, I really want Kuma to be, like, an active participant in the story going forward. And I really do think that he will be. So, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Let's see it. Yahoo! I don't know who said that. Oh, that's Bonnie. Yahoo! Or I've sounded like Mario for some reason. If you really are Vegapunk, then I'm thrilled to see you after 20 long years. But I don't get it. Why are you a woman? Because he's gender fluid, man. Leave him alone. Or they, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, technically they are they. There's multiple Vegapunks. I mean, that, and also, like, they is a perfectly fine, pronoun to go with. So, just makes a ton of sense. Oh, that there's a perfectly logical explanation. He's like, okay. Sir, are you done? Can we play now? My bad, kids. Come on out. Thanks for waiting. So who's this bookworm nerd? Those tykes used the spring area as a playground. We had them hold off so they wouldn't spoil Mr. Saul's performance. You went that far? I apologize for the belated introduction. I like her design. She looks cool. She looks like a bookworm, I'm Ange, an assistant teacher here. Librarian, Saul's assistant, Ange. I don't mean to brag, but this is Elbaf's #1 school and library. Nice. Let me give you a tour of the premises. Woo! That sounds fun. Luffy wants to read? What? Not so fast. I can't wait to see how Elbaf raises its mighty warriors. Oh, these guys just want the warrior shit, not the schooling shit. This is Walrus Folk School. Dude, what a cool design, bro. Woohoo! And they're just running. And it's built into this part of the tree. Look at it, man. It's got that swing. It's got like a little area for teaching. It's got these little like hanging classrooms, dude. What? Or is it a playground? I don't know. But it looks awesome. Mr. Saul opened it 20 years ago at our late king's request. This is going to be a blast. It's a training school for young warriors. For young warriors, right? Gerd, Ange, you go on. Show them all around the school. I'm going to take Robin straight to the library. Are you coming, Chopper? I want to check out the library too. I bet the books are massive. Nice. So they're going to the school. And Robin's going to the library. Nice. Very good. That's where she's needed the most. Okay. I want to check out the library too. I bet the books are massive. School always makes me nostalgic. Brooke. All right, buddy. I want to hear about Brooke's school days, man. What kind of nonsense was he getting up to then? I'll tag along and keep you safe, Nami-san. Are you coming, Chopper? Okay. I'm more interested in the giant tree. Okay, so, yep. Yeah, it's huge. So it looks like Jinbei and Frankie are pairing off. Sanji and Nami are pairing off. And Saul is going with the homie Chopper. And obviously Robin, of course. And it looks like they're following Luffy and Usopp. Let's catch these shorties and play prisoners. Yeah, man, this really is a country of giants. Even the kids are massive. Should I cut them? No, you idiot. These giants are just kids. Be the mature one. Stop that. You know we're not allowed to harm cute humans. Aw, I like that they find humans cute. That's really fun. Sorry. And don't call them shorties either. They're so lame. What? Who else was saying they're so lame? Just Luffy? Luffy thinks they're lame for policing themselves? Are these brats really Elbaf's future warriors? Hey, watch it. You can't just say words like brat anymore. Are they being politically correct? You can't say brat around here, you fuckhead. Okay, this is surreal. We weren't even offended by that Shorty's comment. They're being, okay, so these kids are like Gen Z, like Gen Alpha, just like kind of policing people's, what words people could say. Again, it's a little bit, I don't know what Oda, does Oda like is this like a thing in Japan? Like, is it like also like a cultural thing that I guess as time goes on, like words that were used more flippantly are going to be used less flippantly, especially like, you know, but it's also weird because like stupid and idiot straight up used to be like on the same level of saying like retarded or whatever, right? Like in terms of like an insult. Like no one would use like, and like no one you would use like retard to refer to like a person. I mean, maybe like shitty people would to refer to a person with like a you know, like a learning disability or like a mental illness or something anymore. But yeah, it's still like it's not quite on the level of like you know, of some other things. That being said, I've kind of purged that from my vocabulary in a general sense. But yeah, anyway, whatever. But yeah, and it is interesting though, because like idiot and stupid literally were used to describe like people who were like slow, quote unquote. So it's like it's you know, it's interesting that those are accepted because the meaning of them has been forgotten, while the R word is, you know, still heavily scrutinized. I think it's probably just like cultural like shiftingness, I guess, which is kind of understandable. Whatever. But yeah, so I guess I don't know if Oda's like parodying. This has got to be a thing in Japan because it can't just be like American culture, right? Fighters. Are these brats really Elbaf's future warriors? So we've got some Gen Z fuckers, some Gen Alpha gang, kind of scolding them. Hey, watch it! You can't just say words like brat anymore. This is real. This is surreal. That's funny how that's Usopp's reaction. Like, are you gonna tell me not to drop a hard R? I mean, Usopp's black. If anyone could say it, it's him. This is surreal. We weren't even offended by that Shorty's comment. And aren't you guys meant to be wild fighters, willing to pillage and burn the seas themselves? Hey, that's racist. That's a fucking stereotype, Usopp. How dare you assume that of all giants, right? Fighters, now no way, that's dangerous. Huh? But you bastards are the next generation of Elbaf warriors, right? You can't say bastard either. Come on. This is pretty funny. Words like that are old-fashioned. Hey, that was an adult just now. Old-fashioned? What's that meant to mean? You should probably move. You're gonna get told off. What? Oh, they're standing on a lady. Oh, words like that are old-fashioned. And then, hey, I was an adult just now. Okay, they heard an adult's voice. And they're oh, dude, who's this baddie? What the hell? Ripley. Ripley's Believe It or Not, dude. I believe it. God damn. I like her cool pigtails. And she's wearing a shirt that makes me think she might be like Loki. Like, I wonder if like that shirt is like Loki's flag, maybe. You're standing on Miss Ripley. Whoa! And Zoro's about to take his swords out. Walrus Folk School biology teacher Ripley. She teaches biology, huh? I bet she does. I prefer to take chemistry with her. No, I'm joking. Sorry, again. I'm just being silly. We climbed onto a giant... I thought that said a giant broad. A giant, our bad. And then they would say, you're not allowed to say broad anymore as well. So, no worries. You're feather light. Anyway, I bet this is a culture shock for you, but all those legends of fearsome giant pirates are from 100 years ago, you know? Foul mouths, aggression, plundering, war, those are relics of a bygone era now. What? And he's just in her titties, dude. Luffy's just fell into her titties. I mean, epic. That's pretty awesome. Reminds me of when Robin was strapped down by the Tontatas. Yeah. Interesting. Walrus Folk School, biology teacher Ripley. For mass, aggression, plundering, war. Those are relics of a bygone era now. What? Welcome to Elbaf, Straw Hats. I heard about you from Saul. There you are, Luffy. There you are, Luffy. Sorry about our loud-mouthed brats. Didn't you just say words like that were behind the times? Yeah, miss, you're so naughty. Oh, man. Nah, sorry. Oh, dude, down bad already. Do as I say, not as I do. True. That's what all parents say, because they've all fucked up at some point. Seek to trade with other nations, not wage war. Honestly, base. This is some Vinland Saga shit. I fuck with it. Our beloved late King Harold said those wise words. He often clashed with all the greybeards of the village. Interesting. Of the villages. So the greybeards would clash with King Harold, who was like a arbiter of peace. King Harold, a visionary of a king who wanted to revolutionize our country. He was slain by his actual flesh and blood, that crazy prince Loki. Well, I mean, I know they don't say his name, that crazy prince. The country still refuses to recognize his claim to the throne. That's why Eldaf doesn't currently have a sovereign. Interesting. So it's kingless right now. And that brings today's history lesson to a close. Everyone, show these guys around school. Yes, ma'am. Okie dokie. Hey, Mr. Catton, you look different from that all-white look you had before. What's the deal? I was looking forward to seeing you like that. Interesting. So she knows about Nika. Ah, that's me at my freest. You resembled a legendary warrior from the old fables of Eldaf. Oh? It made my heart skip a beat. I'm from the last generation of Eldaf warriors, after all. Interesting. Okay. And then they're picking up the other Straw Hat members, just like in their hands, like toys. That's funny. Oh, so you pretty much already heard. It came up when we were trying to escape Egghead alive. That's how we ended up here. So you know how I couldn't stop worrying about those books. After seeing all the scholars dying, I mean, look at the fucking design of this place. I can't wait to see the library, dude. This is going to be awesome. I'm a big library head. Love the library. Love reading. So you know how I couldn't stop worrying about those books. After seeing all the scholars dying to save them. That's why I went back to Ohara and with Hajruddin and the others. Interesting, you went with Hajruddin. Nice. I was overcome with tears. I was overcome with tears when I saw how many of them survived, each one a tiny spark of hope. Now, Robin, be careful. Watch what happens to that book you're holding as we enter. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? Oh shit, it becomes giants? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Is there actual magic here? That's crazy. It reminds me of Mont d'Or's power. How Mont d'Or can turn like, can do that to books, or like put people in books, or open up a world of books and make crazy shit come out. What? She feast your eyes. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, this is fucking beautiful, dude. And there's an owl who's a librarian too. That's awesome. Dude, this is great. I love this. Robin's probably freaking the fuck out, dude. So happy to see that the books of Ohara survived. She feast your eyes. Isn't it amazing? All these books, giant-sized. It's marvelous, don't you think? So I was wondering how he would be able to read, or if he would use a magnifying glass or like a microscope to read the Eldaf books, or the books of Ohara, but turns out they have magic here. Or maybe, I'm sure there's something technological involved, but who knows? Maybe it is fucking magic. Like, devil fruits have not yet to be explained, although people can synthesize them. So I guess it's, there's a scientific way to reproduce them, even if they are naturally occurring, which we don't entirely know how they came to be. Clearly, there's technology in this world that is ancient that even Vegapunk doesn't fully understand, or like cannot replicate. Like, we're still catching up to the ancient civilizations that like built the world and like their crazy technology. It's awesome. I love that trope. Absolutely adore it. Anyway. Feast your eyes. Isn't it amazing? All these books, giant-sized. It's marvelous, don't you think? Any book you bring in here gets gigantified. Welcome to the mysterious Owl Library. All the books we rescued from Ohara 22 years ago can be found here. We made sure not to miss any of them. This is awesome. That like Eldaf has this whole other culture. Because I thought Saul said he wasn't from Eldaf originally, right? Like he said, like, I'm not like a warrior like the people of Eldaf, or like he said something along the lines like that. He's not like an I don't know, like, I remember him saying something like that, but clearly he's a bookworm too. And this is awesome. All the books we rescued from Ohara 22 years ago can be found here. We made sure not to miss any of them. Not a single one. Whoa! This is the world's greatest library. Do you like books? No, this is the world's greatest library. Although the Ohara library was dope. I loved like the cool like planet thingy with all the moons and stuff. I never thought, or maybe it's just the solar system, I don't know. I never thought I'd have the privilege of showing you this. And she is crying, just welling up. The fact that like the legacy of Ohara lives on it's a beautiful sentiment. The realm of the dead. Ah, I guess you've also got nothing but free time, huh? Oh, who's he about to talk to? I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Is this Shanks? Shanks? Ah, I guess you've also got nothing but free time, huh? I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Is he speaking into a megaphone? Or no, someone is on the step. They're either speaking into a megaphone or they're talking to somebody on transponders down. Nah, I welcome a good disturbance. I have nothing to do but kill time. So that moment of true fear you mentioned before, is that still what motivates you? Oh shit. Yes, even now, when I think about it, I can't stop the trembling. Snow transponders now, voice recognition and cold resistant type. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Moment of true fear. What is he talking about? And this is like an old person with an old beard. Ditto, it's so frustrating. We've been friends for a long time, but for one reason or another, we've never actually met face to face. If I was there in your stead, I'd have turned that place into a ruin and slaughtered the lot of them. Is he like connected with Doflamingo or some shit? I feel like that could be a possibility. I feel like, is this somebody we know? Because the fact that they're being cagey about it feels like it could be. I don't want that. For a noble soul, you're too naive, Mosa. Mosa. You've got to stamp them out without mercy. Only a fool gives their enemy a chance to get payback. Thank you for your counsel. What? You use harsh words, but there's a streak of kindness beneath the surface. I've noticed that more and more recently. Okay, who is this? In Japanese, he uses the suffix for Mosa, which implies Mosa might be some kind of noble, duke, or official with a high, respectable status. Pending more context, we're keeping it vague. Hey, you're giving me the creeps. Don't do that. Don't do that again, or you'll regret it. That kind of crap won't fly. Kindness, never say that to me again. Please, can you not shout? Shut up, Mosa. Just you wait till I'm no longer shackled. Interesting, okay. So who is he talking to? Don't do that again, or you'll regret it. That kind of crap won't fly. Kindness, never say that to me again. So it's interesting, because it seems like he cares about whoever he's talking to. But he's like, fuck you. Like, I don't want to be a nice guy. It seems like he's being a tsundere right now. Shut up, Mosa. Just you wait until I'm no longer shackled. Is it someone on Elbaf or someone else? Western Village. Hey, wasn't the feast delayed? We're just drinking while we wait. You're having way too much crash. And there's like a hockey crash on the castle on the hill. Someone fucking hockey blasted from there. So the Giants are chilling. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh what? So we got these guys. What the fuck? Interlopers appear in a flash, and one of them is fucking Shanks. The fuck? What the fuck is happening? So, a hockey crash happens, and it looks like what happened... Hold up, hold the fucking phone. Remember how the Gorosei showed up? They were like summoned, in a way? You know what I'm talking about? The Gorosei were like summoned by someone. They were summoned by... Oh, they were summoned by Saturn to just show up somewhere. It looks like that's what just happened here, right? Like there's smoke, there's a fucking pentagram, which is exactly what happened when Saturn summoned the Gorosei to their their place. There's an old throne that's presumably like the old king's throne, that's vacant. And we got Shanks and what looks like a lady based on the eyelashes, if I had to guess. Holy shit, that is a crazy cliffhanger, guys. But unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave it this time. What a amazing series of chapters. We made a pretty, we got to 1135. Yeah, we did another, I guess, 5, I guess. But yeah, we got to wrap it here, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream again, One Piece again, before leaving for Japan. If I can, I will. If I can't, sayonara. There will be things I will be uploading and posting on the channel in the next few days, like some Elden Ring stuff. What's it called? Clair Obscure Expedition 33. I believe I'll be posting a video of that as well. And then also a backlog of ChipZ Ahoy stuff that never got moved from Twitch to YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. That's like kind of end game or end of Egghead type stuff that you guys might not have seen if you only watch me on YouTube. So I'll upload. I'm gonna be posting that in the next few days. But yeah, if I don't see you guys, sayonara, and I'll definitely see you soon. But stay tuned, and we'll be back probably in a couple weeks, and you'll still be seeing my face and some content to come in the next 2 weeks. So I'll see you then, and have a good one.